Whoops, maybe my mic, that would help, right? Duh. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a beautiful Saturday. Hi there is. Thank you for the daily heart, me mamas. Everybody coming on through. Darling, I see you, baby. Please don't think I was ignoring you yesterday, darling. It's not that at all. I'm trying to get the groove. I'm trying to get the groove in, and trying to get someone that can actually have a civil debate and or conversation. Okay. The hell? Fuck my hair. Um, Hello, everybody. If you're new here, I'm Right, and I represent Riot Radio because silence is not an option. If we're silent, then we are compliant, and that's not what I'm gonna do. Not now, and not ever. Did my thing just fall over there? So let's be informed, stay informed, and not go misinforming. Okay. Listen, the more informed we are, the harder it is to be manipulated. That is a fact. I don't care what you say. Thank you, Nina. Hey, what's up, Nina? How you doing? Hola, everybody. Happy Saturday. And I hope you all are having a beautiful Saturday. Don't forget to send the Daily Heart, maybe you haven't already, which is really, really, really important, guys. Also, you can find that at the top left corner next to my name. There's an orange heart, which you won't see unless you give me a follow, and that is up to you. You can go ahead and tap that red follow button and you'll see that orange heart. Once you see that orange heart, tap on that and you can join my team with the Daily Heart Me. Also, don't forget to hit that arrow at the bottom right corner that leans to the right. I, however, lean to the left. But if you tap on that arrow, hey, what's up, HT? You can repost it to your followers, send it to your friends, your frenemies, copy the link, add it to your story. That all counts as a share. Just saying, FYI. Let's see what else. I do have some news to share for you guys, as always. There's always something. Always. Thank you, the Heathers. I appreciate you, mamas. I love you. I am waiting. And you know what really sucks, guys, is that I don't even freaking have another device to be able to play jams. Kind of stupid shit's that, right? Shit pisses me off. Because if I use my YouTube, well, wait, maybe I can use my YouTube. Let's see here. Was that Becca I just saw? Did I just see Becca come in? What's up, Manacon? How you doing? Everybody coming on through. Double tap the screen, share the live, all that good stuff. I am early today, mamas, because um my youngest little booger starts school on Wednesdays. So we gotta go school shopping. We're gonna have to smart shop. You know how that goes, okay? For those moms and dads out there who know, y'all know. If you know, you know. I hate that my face looks too mother flippin' white. I look like a freaking like. Hold on. Let me fix this. I don't like this shit. Ugh. Let me see here. Remove, remove. Let me try to do something here. It gives me more of my color because I really can't stand it. Ooh. Oh, that's better. Oh, yay, much better. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually have some color. It's like it took off like that. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, Becca, for the daily harmony. Becca, I'm so sorry. I know you were trying to message me, mamas, and I didn't get to see it because I was having to go online and register, start registration for my daughter, and she's stressing out. So she starts stressing me out. Just saying. Hi, Sabrina. I know, right? There you go, the Heathers. That's what it's called, Blanquita. Like, I am, soy Blanquita, pero not like that. Not that Blanquita. Like, I don't know why it was showing that color like that. You don't understand, Ash? I was saying Blanquita means like whitey in Spanish. There's Weta. Weta. Thank you, Sabrina, for the daily heart meme. Uh, you see some melanin now. G man. Yeah, it's Blanquita is when you're like a light skinned person. Um, usually you tell Hispanics that. And then Weta is when you actually have like blonde hair and real light skin and blonde skin. What's up, Becca? Did you need to tell me something? Okay, I'm coming. TikTok studio so slow, y'all. MAGA Trump supporters. Y'all can request on up, Buttercups. Don't be afraid. Hey, mommies.
Hi. No, I was just going to tell you, since you didn't listen to the voice clip I left you, I figured I would just tell it to you here.
Go ahead,
So
mamas.
when he called this morning,
Yeah.
I answered the phone like this. What do you want, Evan?
No,
And he
for
was like,
real.
hi. And I'm like, what do you want? I didn't break at all, right? He thought he
Right.
was gonna be all sweet with me on the phone and shit. And I'm like, fuck you, what do you fucking want?
No,
He
for
goes,
real.
I need all my papers that I left in the fifth wheeler so that because of my stuff with David. I was like, yeah, that shit got thrown out a long time ago. Bye, click.
I can't with you, girl.
And
Ow,
then I
Ash,
went
I'm
and blocked
sorry.
and then I went and blocked the number. I'm like, I thought I fucking blocked this number. Then I remembered I just switched phones.
I
And so it
forgot.
wasn't
You're
blocked
right.
anymore.
You're
Like,
right,
what the
girl.
fuck? Why is he able to call me again? I blocked the fucking prison number.
I get it. You know what? I didn't think about that. She just said that shit right now, girl. You know what? You're right, Becca.
Oh,
You did block the son of a bitch.
I did again
She's
because
like,
I
what?
blocked it in
She's like, what
I
the?
blocked it in 20 I blocked it in 24, but I think I blocked the jail,
Right.
the San Diego jail, and then he got moved to prison, and so then I had to block the prison number,
Yeah.
and then for some reason I don't know if they changed like the whatever phone
The
system they're
search.
using, they
Yeah.
changed the phone numbers, and so now there's a new number that calls when they call from prison, it calls from the same number, so no matter
Right.
what prison he gets sent to, it's the same number.
Right.
And how do I know this? Because I did this with him for 4 years while he was, before he fucked up and I left him. So,
Get it, girl. Get it,
so
girl.
I was like, what is this new number? And I should have caught on that it said Corcoran, California,
Girl, you crack
and
me up right now.
he's in Corcoran prison, but whatever.
No,
I
you
took the
crack me up right
call,
now. You said, hold
I
up,
hung up on his
motherfucker.
ass, and I blocked the number.
She said, motherfucker, I blocked you. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Becca. You probably was tripping.
I was
Hi,
pissed.
LA. How you doing, my friend? Hola, ¿cómo
I
están
was low
todos?
key annoyed,
Oh,
annoyed.
hell no. That'd have been a high key for me. I'm gonna fucking show
And
you,
you know,
bitch. I'm so annoyed.
and the thing is, I get why he's calling because his son is the one of the things that he said to me in that letter he wrote was that his son after I don't even know how many years it's been at this point. His son is finally speaking to him, which I'm happy for him that that's happening because I know how
Right,
devastated he's been all these years with his son refusing to talk to him.
right.
So yay, I'm glad, but don't involve me in that shit.
No,
I
for
ain't got your
real.
papers anymore.
I'm happy for you, and you can keep, you good. That's good. That's good, baby. You keep doing your thing, but that has nothing to do with
You
me.
figure out your paperwork on your own.
No,
Don't
for real,
involve me in
sister.
that shit. And here's the other thing. I was talking to my mom about it because I told her, she goes, he called again. And I said, yes. She goes, what did he want? And I told her, I said, but here's the thing. It was part of all the paperwork and all the shit that the mice chewed on and shit and pissed all over. So he doesn't want it anyways. She goes, no, definitely doesn't.
He's gonna get some shit pissed sick. Go ahead,
Oh,
bro. Your
it
papers.
would not be healthy for him to have that paperwork at this
No,
point.
for
So
no, for real. You know what? Well, desk in the comments. Do you want to come on up? I mean, you don't have to say all of that. I would love to know where you're getting these facts from. Because if you're saying this, let's see here. Let me see here. Let's check this out. So, saying that 25 million
I'm gonna
DOJ.
miss sending gifts this month. This is gonna be hard for me.
Hi, Mama. What you did was nice. Okay, what you did
I
was
know. It was the
that's
right thing.
it's yes.
It's
It's
just going to be hard because I like to send gifts. I'd like to send the galaxies to get rid of people and
I
whatever, but
know, baby. I know, but
that family needed it more. So
that's what matters, okay?
it
That's
was Twist. You know who Twisted is, right?
I knew it was. I knew it was for Twisted. I already
Yeah.
knew. I don't know why. I just felt it. I felt it in my
Hmm.
heart.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Twisted. They're
They're
so
in a
sweet.
they're in a really really bad place right now. So
Oh my
with
gosh.
what is it, the medicine that she needs in order to have food. I
Yeah.
forget what it's called, but she doesn't eat regular food or can't eat regular food.
Right.
And there's bullshit going on with her coverage and delivery and her insurance and just
Girl, I
so
know. It's a lot. Hey, I'll message. Is Twisted still on my he was on my Discord.
he was on your live the other day.
Yeah, he always was on my Discord. I don't know what happened. Can you, if you talk to Twisted, tell him that Riot said to reach out if he has any. I can help him with anything when it has to do with that. I can
Okay.
help them. I don't have a. Trust me, I can help them. I know how
Okay.
that shit goes. That's the opposition. That's why the Democrats vote on. I'm gonna say
It votes no on
vote no
everything.
on everything. That's my dyslexia. Oh, y'all can tell, right? It's crazy. So Democrats can vote. That really buckle my eyes. No on everything. Democrats' agenda is to stop Trump's agenda. What do you think Trump's agenda is? Reed.
Seriously.
Well, I'm very curious to know what you think his agenda is. Request on up, Buttercup. There's a pink and blue figure at the bottom of your device. Just tap on it once. You don't got to do it twice. I'll bring you right up. What? Are they serious right now? Hold on, guys. My bad. Hold up. No, man.
You're not on mute, dear.
I know I'm not, girl.
Okay.
That's how frustrated I am. Yes, girl.
Do you realize that expanding the private sector means that things go up, become more expensive? The
Send it to who?
fraud, waste, and abuse is in the White House, dear.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. I really am gonna go. Yes, I know. I know it's the void. Sorry, guys. I'm coming. Like, why
You're
don't they
fine,
tell me
sis.
this
It's okay.
before I go live? Oh,
Relax. You're fine.
mom, and
Mm-hmm.
babe. Really,
Mm-hmm.
guys? Come on, y'all.
People rely on you, babe. That's all.
Oh shit! I can't send it that way. Oh no,
Do you
no.
know that you have GSAN
I know D's up there.
up
What's
in
up,
your life?
D? Go ahead, D.
Okay.
Introduce yourself real quick so everybody knows who you are.
I'm from Illinois. I'm 24, and I voted for Donald J. Trump.
What you have
That's
for us today?
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I want to talk about how Dr. Fauci got held in contempt of court, but I also want to talk about how you guys voted for this, right? Let's talk about Ennis Freedom, aka Ennis Cancer, that just declared for the WNBA draft. A grown man that's 6'9", gonna play in the women's league. He's literally gonna be dunking on these females, and that's not fair. You want to know why? Because he said that I'm a female for professional basketball purposes.
I'm gonna look into that because I've heard y'all come up. Actually, I had it right here. I I've heard several people tell me that, and
There's
I'm
like,
just,
aren't there two? I thought there were two of them.
is
There was
there?
another one. There was another one who vowed to be nightmares for women, and he said that he's going to wear a wig.
Do you
Wow.
really think that's
Ro-
true?
Royce Royce White is his name, I believe.
Oh my gosh, I cannot add.
It's Royce White and Ennis Freedom, aka Ennis Cancer. He changed his name to Ennis Freedom. That's the name. Somebody down in the
He's
comments
not
told me the
yelling,
name.
Sabrina. He's not yelling, sweetheart.
No, he's not yelling.
No, I'm not trying to be rude. My bad.
I swear
You're
I'm
not being rude and you're not yelling. You're fine.
hold on.
She likes to keep me in line.
You know how Riot runs her lives. You've been up here enough.
Yeah, that's Sabrina. She don't play games. She. Anytime I say something, she terrorizes me.
Well, all right. At least you know. Hi, Peter. You coming back to hang out with Mama? Huh, baby? You can come too, Parker, if you want to. Come on, baby. There you go. I got my boys back. Hi. Did you have fun with Grandma and Grandpa for a while? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see nobody talking about that on TikTok, and I find it crazy because I feel like that attracts some views. Because I feel like that should be the number one thing being talked about right now. I think it.
You talking about the basketball thing?
Yeah, I think it opens up the conversation for debate because, in my opinion, I feel like it's going to open up a bigger conversation for people to say that there needs to be stipulations on what constitutes a male as a female whenever they make that transition. Granted, I typically stay out of it. It's not my business. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what people do with their lives. But when you start talking about sports and stuff like that, you have grown men saying, "Oh, I'm just going to declare as a woman for professional basketball purposes." We got to draw the line there because that's kind of messed up.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
How is any of that going to affect the economy and prices in general? Because honestly, I think that Americans right now are more concerned with being able to put food on the table and keep roofs over their head and gas in their food so they can get to work.
I agree. I just think it opens up an interesting conversation. So I had to mention it because she asked what I had to say today, and that's something I've been reading into, and I just find it so interesting. You know, I don't really see anybody talking about it. Granted, I see your point. There's more important things going on right now.
Mm-hmm. And that was just an honest question. Like,
guys, I'm coming. By the way,
you're fine, hon. Sam D, can you introduce yourself, age, state, and who you voted for, please?
Yeah, hi. I like Trump as long as he's against Muslim because Democrats are electing all Muslims to take over.
Age and state, and did you vote for Trump, or are you not an American citizen?
Got straight to the point. He didn't even take a breath.
I mean, a lot of people overseas like Trump, but if he didn't vote for him, you know, that we're looking for that.
Well, I see when Bernie Sanders all excited when a Muslim take office and.
Okay. So you missed you still haven't finished introducing yourself. Age, state,
I say
and who you voted for.
I say I vote for Trump.
And what state are you chiming in from, bro?
I'm 62 years old. I'm 62 years old, and I live in California. And
okay, now who did
you vote for? What she was asking you, what was it so hard for you to answer that question?
What was the question?
Who did you vote for?
Trump.
I say I vote for. Okay, I vote for Trump.
Why do you still support Trump?
Because he's against foreigner taking over this country. Democrat will destroy this country by electing all Muslims, and they don't know it till it's too late, like Europe.
What the hell are you talking about? What does Muslims have to do with shit?
Why don't you open your eyes, see what's going on?
Listen, I get it Saturday. I get it Saturday, and it's not even noon, and that Don Julio got you acting a foolio already, my man. Put down the liquor.
Oh, for real. Straight facts. Thank you, Kane. I see you. And
MAGA proud, age, state, and who you voted for, please.
Por favor.
43, Ohio, and President of the United States.
No, who you voted for?
Man, you gotta say Donald J. Trump proudly. I say it with my chest every time.
Donald J. Trump, yes,
Donald J. Trump.
Why do you still support La Trompa?
Well, what that last guy was just saying, that's exactly why. Did you guys see the Dearborn 45,000 Muslims march where they attacked? What do you, to God, did you see those guys attack that American?
Have you seen?
Wait, did you see that they attacked that American that was holding the sign up? Okay. Did you see that?
Have you seen how many attacks there's been, you know, against what happened during C-19? They were attacking, you know, Asian people during 9/11.
You're stupid. You're just fucking stupid idiot. That's why you're Democrat, lady.
Wait, who was attacked?
Hey, you guys, please, one at a time, because you got people that are hearing impaired.
Hey, my man barely speaking English, and he up here crashing out already. That's fucking hilarious.
Please pause. Okay, we cannot be talking over each other because you have people that are in this live that are hearing impaired and they're following along on text on their screen. If there's more than one person speaking at a time, they cannot follow the conversation. Okay, let's just lay out the rest of the rules of this live.
Hey,
The
MAGA.
host is speaking. I'm not done. If the host is speaking, you will not interrupt her. One person at a time. There will be no disrespect allowed. If disrespect starts, I will mute you. And there's other mods in the queue that will mute you as well. And if you continue or you start throwing out slurs, you will be removed from the live. Okay? Fair enough? We're all on the same page?
Cool.
Thank you.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, and for everybody else, please make sure you're tapping the screen, share it out to your friends, repost it to your story. She's got up in her bio, she's got her links for paying it forward. She's got the link to her Discord, so if you have questions that you can't get through in the live, you can go over to her Discord and ask them there. She's more than happy to answer any questions that you have over there. Okay? Did I miss anything, Mama?
No, mamas, that's it. That is
All right,
it.
let's go.
All right, let's move this along. And we got Darling up here. Hey, Darling, when you want to introduce yourself, baby?
Boom. 19 Nevada Kamala Harris. Just for TikTok purposes, my opinions do not represent the Department of Defense. They do not. I literally get a automatic time and service promotion in like 10 days. I gotta secure this money.
Get this, baby. I think about you, okay? I think about
But
you.
yes, my opinions do not represent the Department of Defense.
At all.
Do you work for them?
And
Do you
by
work
the
for
grace of God, we will be voting out Joe Lombardo in 2026. It's actually going to be my first stateside election because,
Awesome.
yeah. So boom.
Get it,
But
darling.
yes,
Get it, baby.
yes.
You're about to face big times.
I'm gonna go back to MAGA because Ed was over here like, "Are you a lady?" Brr, brr, brr. But MAGA seems a little more chill. So
Listen, you say
no,
since they
sir,
attack
sir.
Asian,
I said in the past when C-19 Asians were attacked because La Trompa was talking about it's China, 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 and all this shit. So then Asians were being attacked. Let's even go further back to 9/11, right? How many Muslims and Middle Easterns were attacked during that time here in the United States of America? Those that were seeking refugee status, they were here on refugee status. How many? Go look at it. Not too long ago, what was the last time? What was it? It was another group. And
can I say
there's
something?
a lot of hate crimes against groups. What do you want to
Listen,
tell me,
lady, Muslim, they believe
don't
their
call me
book,
lady. I just call me
they
Riot.
hate
Call me
Christians
Riot.
and Jews.
Call me Riot. Don't say hey lady, okay? Kinetic vibes. Thank you so much. I didn't see you, baby. Oh my god.
Do you know?
Hey,
Do you know that?
Who?
Can I ask a
Hate
question?
you.
Hold on.
I
Dude,
want to
real
hear
quick.
MAGA. I want to hear MAGA's opinion just on the whole basketball thing. I just want to know his opinion on it.
Hold on.
Oh,
Before we
Lord.
go, I know. Before we go into that, real quick. Hold on, D. I will get there because I want myself want to talk about that. But I am Mama Sabrina. So, like, in your opinion, is that Democrats like Muslim candidates because Trump doesn't support their agendas? That's not my opinion at all. That was somebody else who said that in the chat, not me. However, somebody was saying about that they want to vote Democrat because they don't want Trump to succeed in his agenda. No, we do not, because his agenda is whack as fuck, okay? The fact that you're so blind and can't see that is just not my problem, it's yours, but it's so mind rattling, not blowing, but it just rattles my mind sometimes. So MAGA, you were saying, why do you still support La Trompa?
Well, you want to talk about what you're saying about Trump and what's so bad about him. I mean, the economy is fairly decent right now. You know that, correct? If you look at the numbers.
The economy is decent.
If I can
inflation
chime
is-
in on this.
The economy is not decent. Okay.
What's inflation right now? Sort of
He on
inflation,
the city?
right?
Is he on like the city bus or something? But if
I
I can
know.
chime in on this, right?
Hello. What's
Um,
inflation right now?
Yes,
I am
darling.
an active participant in the economy because I use the U.S. dollar to make purchases, as I would hope everybody on this panel does.
Right.
While I was at Basic, before the week before I left, you could get a PS5 Pro fresh off the lot for like just about between 750
I
to
just bought
820,
one. $900.
right? And now of one fresh off the lot is like damn near 1000 in the span
I
of
just
two
bought one
months. Of for
last
how
month.
much?
$900.
Fresh off the lot.
Can you let him
Yes,
finish,
brand
please?
spanking new from Walmart.
Yeah. So
Waist
I do
line.
want to note that I did
$900.
say almost 1000. So I mean, it's not like I lied.
I heard that.
But
That's
also on top of that, the baby, this gas is bipolar than a bitch. Okay, it's real bad. On top of that, it's just outside of the economy, we just have his numerous constitutional violations and so on and so forth. I don't get how people fuck with him. Y'all
What
better
was
than me.
gas prices? What was gas prices before the war?
I'm sorry?
What were gas prices before the war?
They were still pretty fucking high before the war. They just went up more. True. Like, were you
I'm
not
pretty sure.
tracking?
I mean, I don't know what state you live in. Sounds like California, but here in Ohio,
No, I'm from Nevada.
they
You
were
tried
they
it.
were like around hovering $2 a gallon.
I'm from Nevada. You
What?
tried it.
$2 a gallon. I mean, that's
For
pretty
gas?
low to me. It's
Hold on, wait.
gas.
What?
Yes.
I wanna
yes.
Where are you again?
I wanna address
Ohio,
something right
Ohio.
fast. I wanna
Ohio?
address
Okay.
something right fast. Mago, where did you arrive to the conclusion? How did you arrive to the conclusion that I'm from Cali?
Because let's just say gas here in Ohio right now is about $3.80. There in
Okay.
Cali or the Democrats ran places, it
That
hovers at
wasn't
$2 more.
that wasn't the question though. I asked, how did you arrive to the conclusion that I'm from Cali?
Like I just said, in states like that, that's where places anywhere like that, Democrat ran states, gas prices are usually like $2 higher.
Y'all, am I
Amanda,
bugging?
are you driving or are you in a construction zone? Because you've got all this background noise and it's so hard to hear.
That's true, Becca. That's exactly what's
And
happening.
if you're driving, you're not allowed to be on a live. It's TikTok rules.
So
It's
it's kind of
illegal.
you have a lot of background, so it's kind of hard for. I couldn't hear darling there for a
Yeah,
moment.
I agree, Lewis. We gotta go back to that rule I said at the very, very beginning. One at a time, please, because people are starting to get overwhelmed, overloaded, and they can't follow the conversation.
Yep.
So if you're not speaking, please stay on mute, okay? And just wait until you're called on, or wait until you know the. Can we maybe add I land my plane or I'm done? That way we
Yes.
know it's okay for the next person to talk.
Yes, please do that. If you are
Okay.
done with what you're going to say, just please say, I land my plane, and then let the other person have the opportunity to respond. Uh, go ahead, darling. Did you want to respond to that?
Um, but yeah, I don't like. Can he like repeat that one more time? Because I low key did not.
That
I'm not tracking where he was going with that.
me either.
I'm
Me either.
because I'm like I'm still trying to figure out where he got the conclusion that I'm from Cali from.
America
Very
first.
confused.
America first. That's
Los
exactly
Angeles, anything like that.
Los Angeles is Cali.
Yeah, I'm just
Well,
saying.
how
Like,
did you arrive to that
I'm,
conclusion?
well, I'm just saying, like, so let's just say my fuel prices are, $2 a gallon, and then someone from Los Angeles or wherever Democrat ran place, they're gonna be like, well, my gas is, $3 a gallon, $5 a gallon. It's always $2-3 extra. I mean, that's why he's like, oh, my gas prices are ridiculous right now. But here in Ohio, they're $2 cheaper than what you just said.
How much are you paying?
Right now, we're about $3.80 right now. As of right
Okay,
now.
what is the normal about?
About $3.60 to $3.80. That's where it's been hovering.
Okay. Okay, let me see here.
Gas is $4 plus a gallon here in Illinois. I wish.
Yeah, at an average right now, the nation average on gas. Let me get the actual national average. America First, I see you, friend. I got you. Okay, one moment. Let's see here. The
Where do you live, Maga? If you don't mind me asking.
Ohio.
Toledo, Ohio.
Oh yeah, Ohio's got
You know what's funny? I
really
would
good
say
cost of
Holy
living there.
Toledo. That's my thing. Let me see here. Nation average.
Y'all got a good there.
Yeah, they
That's
got
like
it good.
inflation. Inflation before the war started. Inflation, what was in the twos, and then inflation or the war kicked in. Now we're in the threes.
No, inflation is moving in the wrong direction.
No,
Unemployment has ticked up, and job growth has cooled significantly since 2025. It's less. The
Can I
economy is
ask you a question?
thriving across the board, quote unquote. Is more like market and wages up, inflation and hiring pace concerning. Okay, it's a mixed report card, not like an anonymous one. All right. So you've got these mixed numbers. You can't just say, "Oh, it's great. The economy is great," because it's not. So as of July 30th, AAA did figure that August 6th, it is now $4.06 per gallon
Ooh.
average nationwide. Just wanted to throw that out there, okay? So, yeah, you're right. While you're paying that amount, exactly, America First, others are paying like, people in Nevada, people in California are paying about $6 a gallon.
yeah. Who's who sets the prices on that though?
It's the market.
Maga, you never did answer the question. Are you operating a machine,
Yeah.
operating any kind of
Oh,
machinery?
I answered the question. I said I'm in the construction zone. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You're not
watching
on
people
the
work.
actual machinery?
No, I'm not. No, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
The reason. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the reason why I think everything's fluctuating is because the war's going on. I mean,
That's for
people
sure.
said that Trump's second term is going to be a natural disaster, which we know that
Well,
hasn't happened. I mean, our
it
stocks
already
are just booming
has.
right now.
I know.
I mean, constitutional
Wait, how?
violations constitutional violations have boomed as well. I mean, there are a lot of
Explain.
things booming. I will
On
give
what?
you that.
On what?
Actually, yes. I'm so glad you asked because guess what's on my side table right now? The Constitution of the United States and other founding documents. So, boom.
Get it, baby. That's what I'm
Well,
talking
Let's
about.
I could say that. I could say that too, but
let's
I asked
find
how.
let's find article. It's not article 1. It's article 2, I believe. Hold on.
The noise is unbearable. I know.
Damn, article 1 is long as fuck. My goodness.
While he's looking that up, can I just throw this out here? So the national average in California, we need to compare apples to apples.
Right.
So for regular unleaded, national average a year ago was 449, I believe, versus what was the national average? 315. So about a buck 34, right? And current national average in California is 559 compared to national average right now is, what did you say, 413?
Let me get it again. Sorry.
So it's about $1. It's about $1.40,
Yeah,
difference in California. It's not double the price. I mean, we need to be intellectually honest here.
Thank you.
I think that people look at national average and then they look at the regular unleaded, and then they start comparing it to like premium gas prices in California just to make a point, and that's not a apples to apples comparison.
I agree.
And I was using AAA prices on all of these.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to my thing just went blank. But yeah, no, he's right. Absolutely. Says MAGA said, well, you're in Ohio, so like America First had said in the comments, your cost of living is like 10% lower than that of
The
everybody.
average, the national
Yeah.
average cost of living. Yeah.
So just saying, like you're not comparing. It's like if I would be comparing myself to California, okay? So to me right now, gas prices are high in my area, and we're in Texas. I'm in San Antonio.
Well, and a lot of that, I mean, if we like to brag that we live in a capitalist society, well, welcome to capitalism. That's one of the side effects of capitalism. If you have supply and demand, and you have a place that has a higher demand of living, prices are going to increase like accordingly, because more people are trying to buy those goods and services, those commodities. So I mean, you can say what you want about California. A lot of people want to live in California for very good reasons. There's huge opportunity zones. The weather's amazing,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, minus wildfires. But I mean, that's just the reality of living in California. But you know what? What's kind of odd is most places outside of like entry level jobs, which suck. Anywhere you go, it's not just exclusive to California, but they pay accordingly. Like the salaries and wages you're going to get in California compared to everywhere else is just about the same.
Yep.
I'm looking at comments right now, and everybody's in the threes right now for fuel prices.
Yeah. I mean, we're in the threes.
looking
for-
like-
I'm
Speaking of
$5.49 a gallon in
threes-
my state.
Speaking of threes, right? I have Article 3, Section 1 of the Constitution pulled up, right? The judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. The judges, both of the Supreme and inferior courts, shall hold their offices during good behavior and shall at stated times receive for their services a compensation which shall not be diminished during their continuance in office. Section 2. The judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States, and the treaties made or which shall be made under their authority. And then there's like a whole bunch of parentheses under these that are like long as fuck, right? But none of that mentions what the president can and can't do as far as, trying to repeal a constitutional amendment via executive order. Neither does the article which literally governs what a president can do, Article 2, saying the executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years and, together with the vice president, chosen for the same term, be elected as follows. The president, who is in the executive branch, does not have any right whatsoever under the Constitution to meddle in the affairs of the judicial branch, because they're like literally two different fucking branches. Like, you don't vote for the president. Like, whoops, he's SCOTUS now. Like, no, he isn't. When he, within his first week, tried to repeal the birthright citizenship clause out of the 14th Amendment via executive order, that was blatantly unconstitutional, as per Articles 2 and 3. You can't do that. He knows this because guess what?
He could.
The motherfucker. No, this is a part of me saying that he's unconstitutional, which MAGA disagrees with, which is crazy because SCOTUS just ruled on this 2 weeks ago.
They sure did.
You'll run out of fingers and toes the amount of times he's violated the Constitution this term.
Facts. So, let me introduce Jay, y'all. Jay, are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. I am looking for Trump supporters right now, guys. But that's okay. If you, Jay, go ahead. Feel free to. I know you were waiting in the queue. Would you like to address something? By all means, feel free to do that. But
Yeah.
just age, state, and then who you voted for. Introduce yourself.
Well, real quick, I'll allow him to take my spot. Riot.
You're leaving America?
I'll drop down for him. Yeah, I want people to be able to talk. It's fine. I don't want to jeopardize anything or
Love
like
you, my
monopolize anything.
friend.
Yeah, you're welcome. You too.
Appreciate
Bye.
it. I'm 56, Florida. I voted for Miss Harris. If I can mention, I'm just going to say something about the gas prices. Down here, to tell you how bad it is, like before this war started, it was $2.75 a gallon for regular unleaded. Now we're hovering at about $4. But the gentleman that said in Ohio, I Googled when I was listening earlier, and he had said something about it was $2 or something cents before the war. That isn't even close to being true. It was $3.39 before the war started. I don't know what it is there now, but it was hovering around $3.40. Right. And I have friends and family that live in Sagamore Hills, Ohio, which is, I don't know if that's by Toledo, but I know that it's high. It's high everywhere. But a lot of what we have to take into account also is that the tax that they put on gas in different states, and obviously California is a lot higher, but it's going to continue because, the strait is not open. He says it's open, but I don't believe two words that come out of that guy's mouth to begin with. So it's going to keep hovering over 4. I'm surprised it hasn't hit $5 a gallon, but it's, going to stay around 4 until this thing ends.
Yeah.
And nobody knows when this thing's going to end because there is absolutely this narcissistic person has no end game to this war. He has none. And the people that are in his cabinet are just as incompetent. Maybe Marco Rubio is the exception to the rule. But all these other people that are in his cabinet are completely unqualified to be doing what they're doing, including him.
I absolutely
So,
agree with you. 100%. Because
proof.
they keep talking about, he keeps talking about negotiations are underway. Negotiations are underway. By the way, guys, if my mic starts sounding funky, can you please let me know? Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, going back to the negotiations, because when he was talking about, oh, they want to negotiate so badly, blah, 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 it was not negotiations with the United States of America. If anything, it was with, they were having, oh my gosh, I forgot the name. I just slipped out of my dang freaking brain. It was talks between Iran and Hormuz. There you go. Regarding the Strait of Hormuz. And the fact that he was trying to bullshit Americans, it just really pisses me off because let me get the breaking news for y'all right now. I get it hourly. Let me just make sure I get this for y'all. MAGA, did you want to respond to that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the war's been going on. We know that, correct? However long now, months. If it's been going on and the prices are hovering around $4, $4.50, I mean, like I said, in the threes, why isn't it over $5, $6, $7 a gallon? It's because they said already that ships have been coming through with the oil. It's already been going on. So
that's not true.
I don't know. And not only that, do you guys? It's 100% true. That's why it's
ships are not coming in.
All right, where's your facts on that? Where's your facts on that? Because they've already gave us facts.
Hold on, okay. Listen, with the Strait of Hormuz on a great given day, I'm talking about like on a beautiful day, they would get at the most maybe a little over 100 vessels to get by with the oil. Literally, like 4 vessels are getting through within like 24-hour periods. If anything, 8, maybe 10. So the Strait of Hormuz is not open. If it was open, we would have, on a regular day, 80 vessels go through the Strait of Hormuz. Thank you, King Luke. Okay, I'm talking about on a regular day, 80. On a fast-paced day, a little over 100. We are barely getting 8, if max 10.
City boy, instead of sitting down in the chat talking all that shit, come up here and talk, man.
What's City Boy saying?
Not only that,
I'm hearing you. Go ahead,
Deport Biden and all this other stuff. My bad.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, anyways, look at Iran's economy right now because of what's going on. Look at what we did to their country with their navy. I mean, look how many of their leaders we've taken out so far. Look at what they've done to us in the last 5 years.
Okay,
is that tolerable?
But what does that have to do with the reason why the United States is in Iran to begin with?
Because of what they've done in the last. Do you know what Iran has done to us in the last 5 years?
Okay, do you
know how many times they attacked our bases?
Do you know whose fault that is?
It's definitely not the United States' fault. And put it this way. So in the last 5 years, you do know that Iran has attacked our bases over 170 times and unalived our soldiers and wounded them.
Sir,
thousands of them, actually.
Are you aware of the JCPOA?
Yeah, that was back in the day. I'm talking about in the last 5 years.
Sir, listen to me. The
Okay,
JCPOA
yeah.
would have expired in 2025. Okay? Your
Yeah,
Orange Lord and
I know.
Savior pulled out of the JCPOA. I got you, King Luke. I'll bring you right up just for a second, my friend. Trump pulled out of the JCPOA in May of 2018. And Iran was still willing to continue with the agreement until they said fuck that, because the United States, your Orange Lord and Savior, decided to start putting sanctions on Iran. And they said, all right, fuck that. In May of 2019, they raised their uranium to 5%. And they said, we're no longer going to abide by this negotiations that we had made with Barack Obama. So for the last 5 years, you can blame that on DJT.
Miss Ray, can I ask him a question, Mr. MAGA question?
Sure.
So, MAGA, my question to you is, if apparently your president has said that we've obliterated them, taken out their navy, taken out their army, taken out all of their military capabilities, why in the F are we still there?
That
If
part.
we've done all that and we've taken all their capabilities away, why are we still there?
Because now we're trying to protect the Hormuz Strait. And not only that, we want guarantees.
Hold
We
on,
want
real quick.
guarantees. Not
MAGA,
yes.
respond real quick. I'm sorry, Jay. I don't mean to do this to you, but he didn't respond to me. Can you please respond to me regarding the JCPOA and you complaining? Thank you, Lewis. I see. I just thought you're telling me that they did this to the United States bases. They did this to U.S. soldiers. Are you going to completely disregard what I said in regards to the JCPOA?
Oh no. What I'm saying is the reason why what they're doing now and what they did last year is because the United States is not dumb to what Iran's been doing. Not only that, like I said, I mean, if we want to go back to after with Obama, how many times did they unalive our soldiers and attack our bases after that with the Obama deal?
Sir, you're not hearing me. The deal was supposed to expire in 2025.
2025, yes.
Yes, your Orange Lord and Savior in 2018, May of 2018, he pulled out of the JCPOA.
Yes.
On top of that,
About
he started adding sanctions that the JCPOA had removed. Obama had given them their assets, their frozen assets back to them. That was their money. He had a negotiation, which is the JCPOA. Trump pulled out of the JCPOA in 2018, his first term. If you want to ask why Iran was doing all that shit, they were pissed off because although they still were, doing what they agreed to do and abiding by the negotiations with the JCPOA, in May of 2019, they basically said, F you, USA, because you're not doing your part. You put sanctions on us. So they raised the uranium to 5%. And that's when shit started. So if you want to blame anybody, blame the orange foe. One. Period. Two, like Jay said, he said it was obliterated. Obliterated means gone. Capiche? Peace is done. No more. So if he obliterated the air, he said he obliterated all the uranium and anything they could possibly use to create a nuclear weapon. So if it's obliterated, then What's the problem now? Oh, because Iran's pushing back because the USA double tapped on entertainment purposes only a school taking out 170 little lives, female lives, and also a college.
That was just recently, last month. I'm talking about before 170 times Tower 22. I keep going and
understand
going.
that, but I'm telling you that's because Trump pulled out of the JCPOA and added sanctions to Iran when we had lifted the sanctions.
Okay, what about it?
What
What
about it?
about it?
These are negotiations that were set in place. Diplomacy, sir. That's what it's about. It was diplomacy. The
Wait, so you're
JCPOA, Iran was agreeing with the USA. There was several agreements that they abided by. Even after Trump pulled out of the JCPOA in May of 2018, they still were abiding by these negotiations until 2019 when he started putting sanctions on them again. They said, fuck this. You can blame him for that because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not defending Iran. Iran is not a great place. They're not to fuck with. I'm telling you this right now. They've been in wars for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, okay? They're way ahead of us when it comes to that shit. So why did he pull out of the JCPOA and add sanctions? Why? Why did he do that? Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Sebo. Can you answer that, Maga?
I honestly don't know.
Exactly.
They
You
said
don't
that
know.
they said that they were still building the uranium.
The
I could have
uranium,
swore,
they had had an agreement.
and they weren't letting us come check their sites either.
That's not
That was an
that
agreement.
that was after the Orange Foe pulled out of the JCPOA. And actually that's not true. They did go and inspect their areas. That's not true. And there was nothing that to be found that would lead anybody to believe that they were actually if they wanted to make a nuke, bro, that would have done that shit a long time ago. Okay? Let's put it that way. And why are you so worried about them having a nuke when there's 9 other countries that have nukes? Matter of fact, one of them that's pointing straight right at us, North Korea. Just saying. You're worried about Iran? Fact of the matter is that you're so blinded and you don't realize that the only reason why the orange foe is in Iran is for oil and money, honey bunches of oats. And also because there's a rare mineral. It's still doesn't matter. It's still about money. It doesn't give a fuck about you or me or anybody here in the United States of America. If he did, we wouldn't be in Iran. Didn't he say no new wars? Did he not make that promise? No new wars?
That's not a new war. It's not a new war. We've been at war
It
with Iran
is
for
it
47
is a
years.
new war. We've not been in war with Iran. This is a
They've
new
been
war.
attacking our bases
This
for
is
many,
not
many
that
years.
is those are bases. We have not been at war, sir.
Well, they've been at war with us
We have
then.
not been
Baby
at
sis,
war with Iran. You cannot
baby
say
sis,
that.
They've been at war with
can I
We
just
us.
have
prove?
not been we have not been at war with Iran until now.
Baby sis, can I just prove one point? Just one.
Yeah,
Just one.
yeah, go
He
ahead, friend.
lied. Listen, Alexa, did any American soldiers die in Iran under the Obama administration? Hold on a second. Echo, did any United States soldiers die in Iran under the Obama administration?
No U.S. soldiers died in Iran during the Obama years. The conflict that produced American casualties began later, under the Trump administration, with about 18 service members killed so far.
How do we know that ain't biased?
There you go. I just proved you wrong, dog. You lied.
That could be biased though.
Oh, 'cause it goes No, you can't say that. Doesn't Echo go with Google? Jay, friend, I'm gonna have to
Everybody hear
drop you
that, or
because
am I wrong? Did you hear that? Little baby sis, did you hear that or
I
no?
sure did. Yeah, I sure did.
So Maga, prove me. I just proved you wrong to be a liar. You spreading misinformation. Not one soldier died under the Obama administration in Iran. You're a liar. I
don't know what you asked if they died in Iran. This says yes. During the Barack Obama administration, U.S. military disclosed that approximately 500 American service members' deaths in Iraq,
prove
spanning
it.
back.
I just proved it to you. Prove it. I want to hear it. Prove it.
Your information
Because I just proved mine.
Google. You can Google it.
Well, I just asked my Echo. Echo's attached to Google.
You said in Iran. You said in Iran.
Where the hell else would it be?
That's right.
That's probably
you
what
said. You literally said.
this.
That's what you said.
That's what you said.
Don't go back on it now, dog.
I put did any U.S. soldiers unalive from Iran under Obama?
That said the same
and it
thing.
says yes.
It says
no. You said in. You said in.
Doesn't matter. You said that's what you said.
No. That's not what I said.
Exactly what you said. I heard you. Everybody else on the panel heard you.
So if Google is saying yes, and you're asking Alexa.
So wait, hold on. You making me seem like I control my Alexa. I don't.
Listen, I don't know what you. How about this, host? How about you Google? Did any U.S. soldiers unalive from Iran under Obama?
You mean Iranian soldiers?
No. Did any U.S. soldiers get unalive from Iran under Obama?
That were in Iran?
That were not and from Iran. It doesn't matter if it was anywhere.
What do you mean from Iran? You're not making sense.
Did Iran unalive any U.S. soldiers under Obama? Right?
Hold on. I mean, King Lee's just brought it up, but it's okay. I don't mind doing that.
So wait, hold on. I'm gonna ask that. Let me ask that same question again, little sis. Watch this. Echo, stop. I'm gonna ask that same question he just asked. Echo, did any American soldiers die in Iran during the Obama administration?
No.
None.
He's asking the wrong question.
Under the Trump administration,
with about 18.
What do you want him to say? Jay, I'm gonna drop you, friend. Real quick.
I already told. I did it twice.
You can request, my friend.
See, baby says he's a liar. He just doesn't like to be proved to be a liar. He's spreading misinformation on your panel.
I know.
He lied.
What are you talking? You can Google it right here. Let's listen. The 500 figures in 2015 Department of Defense data released to Congress stated that roughly 500 U.S. military unalives in the Iraq war were attributed to Iranian-backed lethal assistance proxy groups.
Well, that was the motherfucking
No, these were
that was the war.
This isn't. This happened in 2015. Hold on.
Because we were still at the tail end of the war, sir, due to 9/11. Are you okay?
You're not understanding what I'm saying, though. You're making it sound like. Well, this.
You're saying.
Hold on. What was the question? What was the question?
You just said.
What was the question?
You just said, did U.S. soldiers die in Iraq by Iran?
And it said yes. And it said that the war they said that the war was attributed to Iranian-backed lethal assistance, proxy groups, and weapons like EFPs and rockets. There wasn't no war going on. I mean, they say the 47 years, but
Dog, I just proved you wrong, man. You're a liar. That's all. You wanna make us believe by spread this propaganda. You're a liar. Every MAGA, all you snow roaches, you're just liars.
Google. I just Googled it and read it to you. What are you talking about?
I'm tired of
they said from
coming up here
spreading
misinformation
from 2003 to 2011.
Stop it.
No
Stop
shit,
it.
2003 to 2011.
No shit,
Yes.
Sherlock. Hold up, bro. How old are you again?
$43.
Okay, you're old enough to know that we were at war.
Yes.
That we were at war with Iraq, Afghanistan, all of that. So let's see here. These were compatible deaths. And during the Iraq War. Are you okay?
Listen, it doesn't matter what war it was.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter what war
Yes,
it was.
it
What are you
does.
talking about?
It was war in the Middle East, bro. Are you the fuck okay?
How about this? If let's just say North Korea.
You're wrong. You're fucking wrong, and you can't handle the fact that you're wrong. Ronnie, 6631. Are you a Trump supporter?
God, no.
Okay. I am looking for opposition right now, but if you would like, you can go ahead and say your piece or whatever you'd like to ask. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll say something.
Can we talk about the
what you're
WNBA
talking
stuff
about
yet?
right now?
Yeah, I will.
How many U.S. servicemen did you say Iran and all their proxy groups supposedly unalived?
And actually, it was around 603 U.S. troops in Iraq between 2003 and 2011. And this was the Pentagon's official estimate is that Iran-backed militias took the lives of at least 603 U.S. troops in Iraq between 2003 to 2011. So,
But I mean what he was saying. That's war, right? But I mean what he was saying.
No, he's
How many?
Not war.
Sir, this was roughly 1 in every 6 American combat deaths in the Iraq War.
Do you know why? Do you know why it doesn't matter, really, sir? I don't know what your name is. I can't see it. I don't have my glasses.
MAGA.
We've unalived. Do you know how many people we've unalived in the Middle East?
Oh yeah, millions.
So what are they supposed to do? What do you think they're supposed to do? What would we do if we did all that to all those people and they never attacked us? What do you think they're supposed to do when we constantly unalive
So we should just lay our arms down, huh? We should just lay our arms down.
No, you should stop unaliving their citizens.
How about actually? What was the 2003? What was she talking about? The Iraq. What was that all about? Actually.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to it right now. Listen. Get the Q-tip, take the shit out your ears, stick it in your
I already
mouth,
know.
and listen. It says here that figure was revised to estimate about 500, but it was at least 603 troops. You know what troops means? Means boots on the ground, bro.
Troops, boots on the ground. Yes. Well, no shit.
No shit.
No shit.
Yeah, those were boots on the ground during the Iraq War under Bush. So the important nuance here is the two administrations, not just Obama's. From 2003 to the 2011 window covers Bush's entire presidency and Obama's first term. Are you okay?
But yeah, sorry. And why do you think that those
I'm
people
okay. What are you
never
talking about?
retaliate? Why do you think they shouldn't retaliate?
Talking about? You ever hear that saying FAFO?
What?
Yeah, that's
Dog,
what we're saying.
You're not healthy, dog. You need help. Seriously. You need help bad.
So okay. Hey, all right, yeah. You guys, if
I'm
you
not
guys
finished,
love
man.
Iran
You're
that much,
43
then you
years
should
old,
move there.
acting like a child.
What if they're
I'm a
It's not
child.
about loving Iran. It's about telling the truth. about telling the
What do
truth.
you?
And you're a liar. You're a fat liar.
Yep.
What if you're on just? Can you say dropped a B or I don't? Everybody's
You can
different. I'm
say
sick
boom
of the
boom.
baby talk.
Yeah, I know the bomb. Yeah.
Okay,
They said
dropped one of those on. Yeah, on our hospitals and our schools, and took out an airplane. All of these things. What would we do? Would we just say it's okay? No, we would do the same thing back. I don't know why you think that these people that have done nothing to the U.S. should put up with us unaliving them by the millions.
Look at our
No, no,
response
no,
to
no, no,
9/11.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is
MAGA. What you're talking.
I don't believe
Yes.
MAGA that he's not driving. I don't believe him that he's not driving construction machinery. I hear it jiggling.
So I'm literally talking to you guys perfect, bringing out facts, reading out stuff to you guys.
You're not. You just read
And
some
you want to
shit.
talk about. Of course, you don't want to hear me talk.
Well,
Of course I did. I'm reading the stuff you read too.
You just brought up the literal Iraq war, bro. You're bringing up the war that the one that was over a little over 20 years. That one that we just got out of not too long ago.
My concern is I can literally hear him in a heavy machinery. I can hear it jiggling underneath him as he's driving it. He cannot be doing that in real life.
Of course, you don't want to listen to what I have to say.
Are you operating right now?
No.
Are you talking about like
I can hear it jiggling underneath you, dude? And everybody.
Of course, you
in the
hear
chat
something
is saying the
jiggling.
same thing.
You hear my money jiggling.
I can hear it squeaking under you.
I can hear the springs of your seat.
Yeah.
You think I'm dumb?
Of course, you don't like it when I bring out facts to you.
Of these single.
You guys are some Iran synths. That's what.
Thank
Are
you.
you talking about like single arms on? Oh,
and the noise was so distracting. For
yeah,
people
the
in
noise
chat,
too. Yeah, that was
We're having
terrible.
a hard
Too
time hearing.
much. Yeah, nobody could hear. So D wants to go back to this NBA situation. Let me see what's going on.
You can drop me. I just wanted to respond to him.
I appreciate you joining the live. Thank you so much. You have a beautiful
Thanks.
Saturday.
See you guys.
Thank you. Let me see
All right,
here.
let's talk about the WNBA.
Okay, let's see here. Let me open up a new one.
The silence is actually deafening. It was so noisy. Oh my God.
I got it. I got it. Here. Let's find out. Let's see what's going on here.
Davy boy decided to leave, I see, or did you kick him?
No, D's here.
No, Davy boy or City boy?
City boy came up?
No. I mean, he's not in the chat anymore.
Oh yeah, I freaking said bye, bro. Okay,
okay.
So
you really helped your algorithm though, right? As annoying as it is.
Yes. I let him do it for a little while and then we're done.
That's the only reason I hadn't dropped him. I was like, get out of here.
Sis. My glasses should tell you that I need reading glasses, fool. Okay. 1. And if you would like to say something, cry some more, liberals. You can request on up, okay? Because you're about to get freaking muted. Okay. You have something to say, come up here and say it. Stop being a scary botch. All right, hello, goodbye. Everybody, real quick, let's double tap the screen, share the live. Hey, Bone, hit that arrow at the bottom right corner, repost it to your followers, copy the link, add it to your story. All that counts as a share. Please do not forget about the daily heart me, guys. That's really, really important. Also, if you send the daily heart me, if you go down to the little gift gallery down at the bottom right corner, look below, it'll say exclusives with a little red dot. Tap on that. You can share. You can send. Oh my God, team gifts. But if you look at the regular gift gallery and you see a purple heart that says facts, right, Mike? That's also a team gift. Just want to throw that out there real quick.
When I
And
click on team gifts, it actually takes me to that.
oh, it does. Oh, see, there you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Yeah, I would. Becca knows. She know
What?
what. So
Queen
let's
Gifter on
right.
pause.
I know. I love you, mamas. Queen Gifter is pausing. Okay. She said too much. Okay, so let's find out what happened. Is that two former NBA players have publicly said they intend to declare for the 2027 WNBA draft as part of the current political fight over transgender participation in women's sports. So, declare for 2027 announcement as an attempt to challenge and test the WNBA's. Oh, they're just doing it to. They're not. First of all, the WNBA is not gonna let them sign up. That'd be crazy. One, two, they're just wanting to test the challenge, or they want to challenge and test the WNBA's eligibility rules to show all you dumb MAGA Trump supporters that men are not in women's sports. That's their point. They're actually being facetious about it. It's not literal. See, and there you the fact that you all think it's literal is fucking funny.
Fox News reported it. Of course, it's
Of
literal.
course it's Fox Entertainment. It's not Fox News, it's Fox Entertainment. You need to go look that up, son. That shit is not
Fox
Fox
News.
News.
That's their name.
It's
Fox
Fox
News.
Entertainment.
But
Have
they report some news like
have
that. That was
you
good news.
okay, that was not good news. That was not good news. That is actual fake news for sure. See, the whole time that, the orange foe goes around talking about other, journalists or, you know,
How's it
uh,
fake when it happened? When he actually had an Instagram video saying that he was declaring, and he said, "quote unquote," "I'm being dead serious."
he's
Oh wait,
declaring it for a reason.
no, they all declare for the draft. You have to come out and declare.
Okay,
I'm a huge sports fan.
but I love the NBA. The WNBA is not going to allow these two men, okay, to actually sign with the WNBA. That's false. I just said the two former NBA players have publicly said they intend to declare for the 2027 WNBA drafts as part of the current political fight over transgender participation in women's sports.
What's your source? What source is that from?
Okay, let's see here. New York Post, the Times of India. Let me get some more.
Because Fox News had me convinced.
Peoples.com. Let me see here. Forbes.
Girl, you gotta watch something other than Fox News
You
because
need
that
to
is not
stop.
a good source.
Why are you watching Fox Entertainment anyways, D?
It's all over my Facebook.
Why?
I don't know. That's what people are sharing. I just seen it.
That's just what MAGA is sharing and you're getting. And then y'all are like, oh my God, that's crazy. And that's just not true.
You know how an algorithm works, right?
Exactly. Not only that, why don't y'all fact check the shit that comes up? Like, I fact check everything. If I see a video, I go fact check that shit.
Wait, but the rules really are anybody can play. Anyone who identifies as a woman can play. So hypothetically, they cannot block it because according to the rules, if we follow the rules, then that's the rules. I can come out and I can say I'm a female for professional basketball purposes, and guess what that means? I can be a WNBA player. I'm for real. That's the rules.
Okay.
They did that.
So, no. Let me see here. One moment. So they didn't. Second. Let me get this for you.
Deadpool, what's your source? Prove me wrong, then come up and prove me wrong.
I just gave you sources. I said Forbes. I said peoples.com,
No,
New
not you,
York
not your host.
Post.
It was somebody in the comments. Somebody in the comments saying that I was wrong. So I told him to come up and prove me wrong. Not you. My apologies. And I don't mean to overtalk you or interrupt you.
Doesn't yeah, I mean, because you've got to tell me the player's name that actually signed up. Because Enos Cantor, Freedom, and Royce White saying they're going to declare for the 2027 draft is not the same thing as the WNBA drafting or signing them. You know how that works, right?
Correct. You have to declare for the draft first, right, to get into the league. And once you're drafted, then you can sign with
Draft,
eligible teams.
the draft. No, you got to, yeah, okay. They're declaring for the
Right. They're saying they're
2027
gonna.
draft. It's not the same thing as the WNBA drafting them or signing them.
Yeah, they're saying they're gonna enter
So,
next year's WNBA
no,
draft.
they're not going to. They're just, they are just, what they're trying to do again. You know what I just tell you? I just told you that this is based off of a political point they're trying to make over the fight over transgender participation in women's sports. They're being facetious
I mean,
about
I
it.
feel like they are, but hypothetically, they could be being dead serious, and they could actually enter the WNBA draft. Like for real, they really could.
Neither
Like, there's
man
nothing stopping them.
has been signed by the WNBA. They haven't even been drafted. They're talking about declaring for a future draft. Okay, it's not.
But what if they actually try to get in the draft and they do get in the draft? Then what? I mean, I guess we'll talk about that whenever that time comes because there's no point to talk about the what ifs. But if they actually did get in the WNBA draft, the whole point here is there's nothing that's hypothetically, technically, according to the rules, stopping them from entering into the NBA draft next year, the WNBA draft. Hypothetically, they really could because the rules are anybody who identifies as a woman. So what is stopping me from coming out and saying I identify as a woman for professional basketball and entering the WNBA draft? What's stopping that? Seriously. Because
That is not
with
going to
transgenderism,
happen. That is exactly what they're trying to show y'all. That's exactly their point. Is the
so do you
NBA is
so
not gonna allow that when they know god
so do you
dang
think
good
there
and
should be?
well they're a man. Okay, they can't just say I'm a woman, put me in the sports. No, it's more than that. You realize that, right, D? Like
Wait, so for
even
you to
Julie, is it Taya Tart is a 34-year-old transgender basketball player in France, right? She reportedly said she'd answer a call from the WNBA, but also acknowledged that she's older and that they're better players. And the WNBA has not signed her either, but these are transgender. That means they have transformed.
wait, so you're saying hypothetically, if I'm just a real question, I don't even like touching on this topic. If I woke up today and said I feel like a woman, right? I couldn't go to Walmart and go into a woman's bathroom. I'd have to fully transform, and then to be considered a woman. It's a real question
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're like a man, you're going
because
into
I
you're a
was always
man.
told if you woke up and said that I'm a man, you could go in the men's restroom at Walmart, right? And then if Walmart says anything to you, right, they would get sued, correct? They
Listen,
could
my
actually in
husband's
trouble
gone into
hypothetically.
my husband's gone into a women's restroom because he needed to go real bad. What are you trying to say about that? He said he had to
I
go,
mean, I
and
don't,
that
I don't,
shit.
I don't necessarily, I don't have an opinion on it. I'm just interested to hear your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I was asking. Like, if I woke up and I said I was a female and I went in the women's bathroom, right? Could I get in trouble for that? If I started identifying as a woman, like so basically you're saying there is stipulations as to what like when you're officially a woman, I can't just wake up and be like I feel like a woman, so I'm a woman, and I start identifying as one.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to sports and such, okay, first, when it comes to like women's restrooms, they could be in the midst of transformation, and as far as like hormones are concerned and whatnot, and if they want to dress like a woman because that's what they identify as, and they've already began the transformation, and some of them are real freaking pretty. Okay, you wouldn't even know it's a fucking man. I'm sure there's a
Yeah,
lot of
I am gas.
transgender
No,
women that come in and I don't even freaking know that they are.
Uh-oh, my bestie done joined
So,
up.
wait, Dee, do you know that transgender people, you have to actually start taking, if they're transitioning into a woman, they have to take hormones. So
Correct.
it changes their anatomy, right? So their muscle tone, their
Voice
their
tone.
like their strength, and then the same with men. If they're transitioning into a man, it will make them stronger. It makes their voice deeper. It changes the way their body acts.
Yeah.
So they have to if you're transitioning, it's not just saying, waking up and saying, I'm going to be this. You have to actually, the HRT smugs have to be, you have to be on them.
Wait,
And
so
that changes your anatomy.
so you do agree that for you to say that you're the opposite gender, you do have to actually go out here and get on that stuff? Because I do agree.
You
And I do
have
know
to
what you're
get on.
saying.
Well, first, okay, you have to. Do you know what they have to do to get on those? To be granted those smugs?
I'm not gonna lie, that I don't know, but I do know like
Okay.
if a man was to
So
transition
they have
into a
to be in
woman.
therapy for at least a year.
Yeah.
They have to
Oh,
be
I
in
didn't know that.
therapy, and the psychiatrist has to, they have to determine that this person is serious, that they're not just on a
Trolling.
whim saying, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna transition.
Right.
So
Wait.
they have to undergo psychiatric evaluation first.
Even like if you're getting bariatric surgery, you have to go under you got to go to see a psychiatrist first. Also, when you're trying to get
Liver replacement therapy. You have
our
to go see
liver,
a psychiatrist.
exactly. If you're trying to get you're trying to get a mastectomy, you have to, not a mastectomy, a reduction. You have to go see a therapist
Oh,
or
a
a psychiatrist.
vasectomy,
No,
like a
no,
vasect.
no,
Oh,
no, a reduction.
I'm sorry, a
No, you're fine.
hysterectomy.
Oh yeah, hysterectomy. No, hysterectomy. If it's medically necessary, it will be covered. But if you're trying to get like breast reduction, bariatric surgery, things like that, that it is altering in any way that could be considered cosmetic, you have to go through a psychological process, and that does apply for transgender as well, because I used to process claims where a company did cover the change. They did have a schmex change. They did cover that, but they had to go through steps, like Sabrina said. They would have to go through, extensive therapy to ensure this is the right decision. This is what you want for the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
like for example, in the military, like if like the wife of a military member is like depressed because she has body image issues, she has to go to a psychiatrist in order to determine that, and then they approve like breast implants. So you can't just wake up and say, I'm a man, I'm a woman, and then you're trans. You have to go through that process.
Right.
And that's what y'all don't understand.
Yeah, and also, when when transgender women go through the change and they take hormones, they can start growing boobies. Just saying.
Yeah, I've seen it.
They do start
I've seen. I actually watched a documentary on it, how people do transition. I actually find that pretty cool. But I was more just touching bases on the fact that I felt like there needed to be stipulations. Now, as far as actually people transitioning, I know that they can full force transition and stuff like that.
Right. I mean, it's amazing to me. I mean, I've seen transgender man. I'm like, oh dang, he's freaking good looking like a motherfucker. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
It changes. I mean, it changes their faces, and then they also have to get like reconstructive surgery on their face if it's too. But then their faces change.
Yeah.
Like their faces will will become more feminine. But sometimes they don't, so they have to get like a jaw, like
Yeah.
reconstruction and stuff like that. Yeah, so it's not, it isn't what you're thinking, and you're villainizing it, and you're making it more than it is, and it's not true.
And I follow a woman on here that I've watched her entire transition, and she did develop her own breast because of all the hormones, and she has had the full bottom surgery and everything. She looks amazing. The only thing that she didn't change about herself was her voice. She didn't want to change her voice.
Yeah.
So
Why do you sound so low, Becca?
why do I sound low? I don't know.
It's the pinche teléfono.
It's the pinche Samsung bullshit phone. I want my iPhone back, damn it.
There, I hear you better. I hear you.
You might have an Obama phone.
Jinx, oh no, she
I do
don't
not
have
have an Obama
She do not
phone.
have no damn Obama. I promise you, Jinx. I'm sorry, babe. I couldn't get you because TikTok live studio. TikTok, y'all need to do something with live studio. This shit's too slow for us, and you need to give us an opportunity to put other freaking live goals. Like, let us put our 3 live goals at a time.
They started just sticking them on there.
Because this current one is way too high for most people.
Yes, and it gets them. I'm sorry.
I'm poor. D, can you give me a Galaxy?
Why you want a Galaxy? You want to be kicked? Come on, man.
No, I want D to
Wait. Who am I giving a Galaxy to?
me.
Who's Sabrina?
Yes.
I'll have to buy some coins. Hold on. How much is a Galaxy?
It's $20.
I ain't doing all that now.
Oh, it's $10.
It's $10. Let me see here. Let me update. I'm gonna. Oh, see, I can. Let me see if it lets me add a gift, y'all. This is really frustrating. Well, Jinx the Minx is up here. Jinx, you want to introduce yourself, hon? And then Jinx wanted to tell you something. D, go ahead. No, he can afford it.
I'm Jinx. I'm 51. I am she, her pronouns. So I just, Dean, do you realize there are very few actual trans athletes out there? So like your fear is like less than a 1% fear. Like trans people are already such a very small member in a portion of our population, and then I'm still talking, and then you're like, I'm afraid of these possible boogeymen, which quote unquote boogeymen is what you're making them out to be, that you're afraid are going to join the WNBA, which are going to play better than what they would have if they had been forced to be men and not and be who they were. I mean, you got people who have been successful athletes and were still not okay because they did not identify with the gender they were assigned at birth. We call her Caitlyn Jenner.
Exactly.
So she was a very successful athlete as a man.
That's a good example.
And then she transitioned. She transitioned. But people, if she decided she wanted to start running again because it was track and field, would anybody have a problem with Caitlyn deciding to go and become a track star after she's been on surgery? She's had surgeries and after she's had her hormones. Not to mention, you don't actually have to fully transition to be trans. Some people cannot transition because their bodies don't handle the hormones well, or they've already been fighting with the fact that they should have been on the other hormone because there are things that are going on with them, whether they have XXY or other different chromosome things that make them intersex or just don't identify with the gender they were assigned at birth. It's not something you just wake up one morning and you're like, I'm going to be a woman. It's persistent, consistent, and insistent. So these are people who for their whole lives have never felt right in the skin that they were born in.
Exactly.
If I started calling you Deanna or Dina, and I called you she, her, and I said, you're not a man. What makes you a man? Why should I call you a man? Because you think you're a man? Because you identify as a man? If you had testicular cancer and had to lose everything below the waist, would you still consider yourself a man?
I've never thought about that, but that's pretty sick. I ain't gonna lie, I just had lunch. That got me sick.
What if that happened? Would you still consider yourself a man?
I mean, I was finding that at
because
birth.
It's not your genitals. Your genitals are not what makes you your gender. Your genitals are about your sex. They're different.
Gender and
Gender is a psychological social construct,
right.
which is why every single culture has a different version of what it's like to be a man.
Gender and sex is two different things.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why it's a very colonizing mindset too, to be like there's only male and female and you have to be what you're assigned. Because the native indigenous people of North America, of Turtle Island, have two spirits. So you're sitting there saying those people, their belief system doesn't matter because white people came in and said, nope, you can only be male and female, man and woman, and that is the only choices you get.
Yep.
And if you go and you look it up, there are hundreds of countries around this world that have a third gender. But because white people said, no, that doesn't fit our Christianity rules, you can't do that. That's why people have issues.
Or Two-Spirit, they actually have over 100, like 100 different genders. So,
well, and there are also people that are born with both sexes.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's just how they're born.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically you're saying like if you're not born and identified with what you were assigned at birth, then you don't get a chance to be an athlete and excel the way you want to. Mm-hmm. So if you are a naturally gifted athletic person who identifies as a gender you were not born, too bad, so sad. I'm sorry you were born right now. We're too much full of hate and uneducated stuff to really let you be who you are. Sure. How does somebody else being trans really affect you, Dean?
Hey, can I have the floor? Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second to do this real quick. What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
Oh, thank you. BFF.
I didn't get one, so I'm gonna keep talking to you, Dean.
Yes, Dean. Thank you.
So
Dean.
She in the comments said I couldn't afford it. She said I couldn't afford it.
Well,
there's a difference. I'm just cheap, but I did that, so I'll go ahead and take an apology now.
Well, you're not as cheap as we thought you were.
There you go.
I'll say that. Because you bulked at 20 and you paid 10, so you're not as cheap as you said you were.
Right, that's true. Because you could have gone like $1.
But really, I've asked you a couple of questions. Like, seriously, would you still consider yourself a man if something happened and you ended up with like cancer and had to lose everything below the waist that I think that you're so concerned about other people having, who call themselves women?
In my case, I mean, I feel like if I had testicular cancer, right, I'd be proud to tell my story. So yes, I would still identify as a man to be inspiration to other men.
What makes you so goddamn special? What makes you so goddamn special? Those people, the trans people who are trans and are listen to me. When people are trans and you're the whole world is telling you you are not who you are, Dina, because you're going to be so transphobic, I'm just going to start calling you Dina. Because apparently you don't care about other people's feelings. And I'm going to match energy today. So Dina, if you lost your ween and your testicles because of cancer, then you would still identify as a man, which means if somebody transitions and no longer has the genitals they were assigned with at birth, there's still that identity that they identify with because they've been that person their whole life. Whether their genitals match or not.
The word identify. I would identify, which is what trans people do. They identify.
It's not a feeling.
Gender. Yeah.
It's identity. So like if there were no genders, it wouldn't even matter. The whole reason about this is that it's another form of classism. It's another way to other people and make you feel better than other people. Because you're quote unquote normal because you're not trans. You're not. You're just common.
So you don't think there should be identities at all?
I didn't say that. I said if there were no identities like that, if there were no classism, like males against females, trans against not cis, there wouldn't be this issue. But it's just another way of keeping us divided and othering each other and looking for somebody you could throw under the bus. Do you know why they're making such a big deal about trans people right now? How much do you know about WW2?
I can't lie. Not much, but I just saw the
Okay, no.
WNBA thing and
I asked you a specific. You answered my question. Good,
Yes,
not
yes,
much.
yes.
So the first group of people that they went after when the mustache man took over were the LGBTQ. They made it illegal to exist if you were LGBTQ. So after everybody was released from the concentration camps, the LGBTQ prisoners were put in prison just because they were the LGBTQ, despite the fact that they had been in concentration camps.
Broke up.
Sorry about that. They were forced to be, after they left the concentration camps, everybody else was liberated and they got put in jails because they had a pink triangle because they were part of the LGBTQ community. Like one of the first things they did was to go after what was called the sex gender or the sex institute, basically in Europe, basically in Austria, to get rid of all of the information and medical knowledge that we'd had at that point in the 1930s about trans people. So they've always existed. We're just othering them because you don't want to be thrown on the bus with everything else that's going on in our country. It's an other that you can be like, well, that's not me. But eventually, I don't know if you've read the poem, they'll come for you. You'll be on that list somewhere because they come for everybody.
So true. That's very
So
true.
the fact that you don't know your history is why we are repeating it. And you should educate yourself a heck of a lot more instead of being upset about some people who might join the WNBA when there are less than double digits of trans athletes in this country. If you look at a collegiate level, there's less than 20. I want to say there's like 9.
He is listening. I think he's trying to understand. I think he is trying to educate himself.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I think that D is.
I'm very passionate about this because it's just one of those things where like,
I know.
yeah, I am. I am as
people
well.
forget that that's the first people they went after.
Yeah.
And then those are the people who stayed imprisoned the longest. And it's the first peoples they went after here before they started building any kind of camps.
Yeah. Yeah, it's disgusting. And that's exactly what it is. Sorry, guys. If y'all see the consuming substance thing up there, it's because it probably caught me puffing on my vape. That was dramatic. But I did get some updated news. Thank you, Jinx. I appreciate you telling us that and, educating.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is that people need to be more educated about it. There's just not, they don't do enough of their own, I guess, deep dives in regards to this. So that's why I told D, get off of that freaking Fox Entertainment shit, okay?
Yes. Stop watching that, Dean.
You know what she can do? Check this out, D. You could go check. You could change your algorithm for a moment, okay? Go check out some of my videos, okay, of facts. Because when I make a video of facts. I always fact check other people. Always fact check every video you see. Just because they say it doesn't mean it's true. Just want to say that. Real quick, guys, there has been some new developments. Trump has signed out 2 new executive orders making a narrower attempt to restrict birthright citizenship, despite the Supreme Court's June ruling.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it came out yesterday.
They're calling it a benefit now and not a right.
Yeah,
Right.
birther tourism, and then a law about like terrorist groups and the people that we wouldn't want here anyway, right? People that aren't allowed here.
It's the ones on TPS. Okay, so we've got the birth tourism. It directs federal agencies to deny automatic citizenship when a child's mother was in the United States on temporary tourist visas, specifically to give birth. And that's just crazy.
I actually did hear on a live this week that said that he and his wife did that. They live overseas and they purposely flew to the States to give birth so that they had dual citizenship because he was from America and his wife was not. So they wanted their child to have dual citizenship. So.
I get that. I get that because my cousin was born in Mexico City, My aunt was born in the United States. My uncle, his father was born in Mexico City, but they wanted to come back to the States. So, but my cousin was born there, but he's a dual citizen. But I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It's just the fact that
Can I
oh my
ask
God.
a question? Because
Hold on,
I'm
real quick,
not
Mama.
really educated
Let me
in
just
this.
tell you the
Oh,
second one. It's okay, baby.
okay.
Just real quick. Let me say the second. The second one directs agencies to develop additional rules concerning children born to people who are in the country unlawfully or temporarily.
So he's still going after birthright.
Yeah,
He still wants to go after the birthright.
he still wants to go after it. Like, it's fucking
Does that
crazy.
apply to his kids?
Right?
Right? That part.
For real, sister. So, I'm sorry,
Let
Sabrina.
Donald
You were
Trump
gonna say?
Jr. breathe.
Huh?
Listen, if they don't let Hunter Biden breathe,
Yeah, they don't
I
let
don't like
Hunter
Hunter
Biden.
Biden.
What?
and
We don't like Hunter Biden.
Well, we know that because y'all just want to hate everything Biden does, just like y'all always say that we hate everything that La Trompa does. You want to hate, you just want to bring up things to hate on for Biden. He lives rent free. Obama and Biden live rent free in y'all's head.
How do you feel about Mr. Fauci being held in contempt of Congress the other
I don't give a
day?
fuck about that shit. Honestly, I don't.
Oh, you actually don't care?
It's
Oh, I'm
not that
just
I do.
shocked
He
because
saved lives. So I mean,
Exactly.
what the hell?
He
I
has.
just okay. Listen, as a Trump supporter, my
I.
bad. I don't want to interrupt, but I do
No,
want to
you're
say
fine,
this. A
B.
very
Go
valid
ahead.
point.
Go ahead.
As a Trump supporter, I feel like it was messed up because Trump got up there, pled the fifth, and nothing happened to him, and then Dr. Fauci did it, and he got contempt of court. When in reality,
Exactly.
how did Trump do it and Fauci did it, and Fauci got? I mean, and that's coming from a Trump supporter, but at some point we got to draw the line, and we got to be real.
That's
This is the
true.
double standard that we've been seeing forever.
Yeah.
This is the double standard we've been screaming about, and everybody's like, "Why are you guys so obsessed with the orange taint?" I mean, it's really just because there's this hypocrisy
Yeah.
and double standard. Like he gets to marry an immigrant who got here on false pretenses because there's no way she got an Einstein fucking
No, for
exactly.
real.
She ain't no
thing.
Einstein.
She can barely. She didn't even get the goddamn right oorah for the freaking right part of the military. So I mean, seriously, she ain't no Einstein.
You can't. And then she's reading
It's
that
a
book.
two-syllable thing, and she's like, "Hoorah,
She's reading
hooray,
the book to the kids, and she's like,
and it's like,
and
"Hoorah!" Like I wasn't even in the military, dude. Like,
and Santa came
and
down
like
the
her
chimney.
Baron is literally an anchor baby.
He is.
According to their logic,
Right.
he's an anchor baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're anchor babies.
It's crazy.
And I'm just saying, as a Trump supporter, how much are you loving the fact that his new wig makes him look more like his mom now?
Girl, stop. I can't with you.
Oh, and his mom has said some, his mom and sister, his own mom and sister have said some really, like, they're like,
His mom is still alive?
No.
No, thankfully.
But when she was
She'd be
alive,
like the Crypt Keeper.
yeah, they've no, they actually have spoken out and said that he's a narcissist.
Yeah, his own mother said he should never be in charge.
Right.
He should never be in office.
She said, God forbid he gets into politics.
And then his
Yeah.
sister said that he took her like her inheritance, like when his father passed away, like his father gave it to him, and then so she didn't get anything.
There's a mashed potato joke.
Or she got
about
lower.
him. Do y'all know about that mashed potato joke? He hates mashed
Oh,
potatoes.
the mashed potato story is great.
Yeah, he hates the mashed potatoes. I want to just send him like bowls and bowls of it. But
Seriously though.
But if you think about it, guys, like he was in a like bad kids boarding school. So his parents didn't even want to
And didn't even do well there. He was barely a C student there.
Yep. And then when the people come up here, they're like,
So
yes, he's like
very
military.
he's hugely smart.
I'm
You
just
can't.
like,
And then why do y'all? And then y'all
Well, I
say
mean,
Sleepy Biden. What is
Sleepy
it?
Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
Joe.
But
Yeah.
Sleepy Joe,
but
meanwhile, he's
Sleep.
passing out every 3
We got
seconds to
yeah. And
we
then
me,
got Josie
he
Donnie.
farted
shitting
and woke
himself at the
himself
same
up.
time.
He farted and woke
Josie.
himself up. I sent you that video.
We had.
I've seen
You
dogs that
know
have done
my favorite
that.
one.
It's cute when dogs do that, though.
Crooked.
Josie Donnie.
What
Got
about
Crooked Hillary, and it was Crooked Hillary. Crooked Hillary was.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just love how he says it. Crooked Hillary
yeah?
gets me every time. Crooked
Oh.
Hillary did this.
Okay,
Never gets
so
old whenever Trump
Dean, if
says
you
the
were
way he
like,
says
if
it.
He's always got to say some shit.
Ay,
if
ay,
if
ay.
Trump wasn't the president, but he was just a man in a nursing home, would you be like, I want this man as my president?
Can you repeat that question one more time?
Exactly. That's
I
my
am actually
idol.
getting
I
ready
mean,
for work,
you'd
so I'm
have to
trying to
catch him
listen.
between diaper changes.
She's saying,
Like,
if
Can
so,
you
you
like,
saw
if
him, if you saw this old man, she's saying, in a nursing home, would you say, "Oh, I would want him as my president"?
I mean, if I got to know him, it's possible. I don't know. I don't know.
What if you
okay,
start
We've had
talking
older
so
looking
this is
presidents.
he's. Do you not understand that when there's a solar eclipse, that you're not supposed to stare directly into the sun?
that part?
Yeah, you gotta have glasses.
And he
That's
did
common
that. He
sense.
looked, oh, look at there. I can see it with my blind eyes.
Fucking moron.
It's
Yeah.
Donald Trump. I don't expect any less
So
because
why would you
according to
want that
Trump,
man
he is.
representing and leading us? I don't.
Real.
Let me
He's
tell you why.
funny
Because
is not
according
great. Like
you
he's not
you
even
might not be able to
funny.
look at you might not be able to look at a solar eclipse, but Trump is one of a kind. He can do that. He can accomplish that. That's
Oh
why
Thank
he's
my
your
God.
president.
fucking
See?
No, you're
God.
not.
Stop. You know, God is
Thank
a
Dang.
good one.
fucking God. I don't want another one like him. That's
You cannot
disgusting.
be.
Let
You
him
cannot
go. Let him
be.
go blind, okay? Let him get fucked up eyes. Go ahead, motherfucker. Get your fucked up eyes, your vision, okay? Because he's over here thinking,
Look
oh,
longer.
yes, please keep staring, bitch. No,
I hear if you wait for the whole
I know,
thing and just
right?
only focus on the eclipse, Mr. President, you'll see something really spectacular.
Stare at
you'll
it.
see
Stare
God.
at
You'll see God, bro.
it.
It'll never be the same again.
Yes, you'll know that you're going to heaven, bitch.
Go towards the
Fact is,
light.
D, we would love if he did succeed. Do you think that we enjoy going through this every day? Like
No,
we
for real.
want, I mean, if he succeeded, we wouldn't be hating him so much, but
Yeah.
he's ruining the country. He's not doing anything for us. He's not doing
Okay,
anything for you.
let's be very real. So no matter who's president, there's always going to be people on either side that's not going to be happy. So if we had a Democrat in office,
Yeah,
obviously
but
your
we have a
Republican side
valid
wouldn't.
reason not to be happy.
I agree.
He's added 4.32 trillion to that deficit so far. He's done nothing
Made
for the
himself
economy.
richer.
He didn't lower gas prices. He didn't lower grocery prices. He villainized immigrants.
He thinks
He
the word
lied about
affordability is made
everything.
up.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why me and you get along, Sabrina, because I feel like where people are going wrong at is people should really be open minded. So I did vote for Trump, but one thing about it is I'm open minded and I try to be fair. When I see stuff's not right, I'm like, all right, we got to be real here. Just like the thing I called out, how I called out Trump for not getting charged with contempt of court and Fauci. I think we got to be open minded, and a lot of people are just like for one side, and they're like, I'm a Democrat, and it's like you got to be open minded because
No.
I can be open minded. Okay, absolutely. Like I could go back and say, okay, I understand Bush, in his position, because there was a lot of people were upset about how he reacted when he was reading the book to the kids, and he kept on reading the book and he didn't get up. First of all, the man is shocked. Okay, he just got told that we're under attack. He just got told that both of the towers in New York, the Trade Center, is boom boomed. Okay, he's at a school reading a freaking book to these kids. Can you just imagine all the thoughts that are going through his mind? Being the president of the United States of America, how Americans are going to react to this? What is he going to do? He's probably like, fuck. He probably almost shot his pants, right? But he had to keep going and not create a panic with the kids.
Yeah, with the kids.
And then leave in a very calm, manner and but go, let's go. We got to go. So, like my mom would criticize Bush for that a lot, and I would tell her, you got to empathize a little more, mom, because if you were president and somebody come and whisper that shit in your ear, you would have to take it in and not scare these kids and teachers and whatnot. Okay, because they didn't know what was going on. They were in the middle of, oh, the president's here reading a book to the students. So there's a lot of things like I would look, people that would criticize. I can see why certain things are, and those are like, and I do criticize Bush for things that I didn't like. There was some stuff that I didn't like that Obama did, and I criticized it, but it wasn't to this degree. Like literally, La Trompa is trying. Not trying. He has violated the Constitution on so many levels. Not even fucking Reagan did it, okay?
Number one, freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Freedom. I'm sorry, I'm eating a
No,
pretzel.
you're fine.
Freedom of speech. We can't even. I went to the Dilley Detention Center.
Uh-huh.
I told you, but I was detained because I told one of the guards who all I was doing, I had a poster and I was yelling and he came up to my face and I said, "What do you want?" And then I told him he had dead eyes, that he was a narcissist. And then he freaking threw me to the ground and he handcuffed me.
Like Sabrina.
He did.
I
But I
love it.
mean, I couldn't even, I wasn't doing anything to him. And he felt the need to, those words, like excessive force, to use excessive force.
I know. Which by the way, guys,
They're so triggered.
Yeah, they are. Joaquin Castro is trying to shut Diddy down. Diddy was shut under the Biden administration, right?
Yeah, it did. Under the, my cousin even, she's like, we're leaving. And I'm like, why? And she's like, well, Biden closed it down.
Yep.
Or whatever. And I was like, oh, good.
Because there was too many dire conditions. And why the hell would the Trump administration reopen that shit? So, Joaquin Castro is calling on 110 of the Democratic Congress members to lead a shut Diddy down, because
Diddy the rapper? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I swear.
If I go over there, I don't give a fuck, because I'm gonna just tell him, "What are you talking about? I'm checking out here. My dad was born in Dilley, Texas," which he really was. I'll be like, "I have familia here."
Mine was too.
Sorry, it's my thunder. I'm muting.
I got you. I said,
Sounds like you're in a junkyard.
I know. Like he was
like in a metallic claw machine.
Our military leaders speaking. Oh yes.
Sorry,
NATO.
I gotta get my protein shake in before work.
Oh no, you're fine. NATO, yes, that's another thing I was gonna bring up. That is on my list of things to bring up. Where the military leaders they leaked out the missiles. Yes, the ammo and missiles that we are running low. But La Trompa keeps saying that, no, that's not true. We've got plenty. But in all reality,
or the fact that
we don't. So let me get that.
There's also a lot of stuff coming back from the people in the Navy and a bunch of other stuff that what they're getting to eat is like a tortilla and some rice, half a cup of rice.
What?
Because we don't have the food. Yeah, it's reports are coming back where moms and stuff that are getting things from their kids that are out there in the middle of this mess, and they're getting like nothing to eat because they don't have the budget.
In the detention center?
No, on our ships, our military personnel.
Oh, got it.
The Navy men are getting a tortilla and like half a cup of rice.
It's fucking crazy.
Navy people.
That's crazy.
And it's like they're not talking about that because where's that money going? Like that's money that's already allotted for their food. Where did that money go? I bet it's in Trump's pocket.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. So
he cut corners somehow and doesn't care. He didn't even know the word affordability existed. Like he thought it was a made up word. He's like, I don't know what that word means. I think it's a made up word.
Like
He does
groceries.
not care
Like
about
groceries.
anybody.
Like
Grocery
groceries.
thought he made up groceries.
That's just
But
He thought you had an idea to buy groceries.
yeah.
So this week, multiple outlets, did report the citing sources with the direct knowledge of the U.S. because they did this shit again, and they added a reporter. They added the reporter to their group chat, and this is the second time. This is what second, third time.
They're so
They're
bad.
so
And it was
horrible.
on an app that was public, like a non-secure app.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
It's yeah.
God, see?
And it's and then what's specific?
You might
is
as well be
this.
using Kick.
No, for real.
So they give Hillary count.
Stockpiles
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
of Army tactical missile systems and PRSMs, precise strike missiles, are reportedly virtually all depleted. Nearly 80% of interceptors for a key missile defense system, the Patriot THAAD type interception systems, has been exhausted, according to multiple sources familiar with that matter. And before the Iran war started, the U.S. had an estimated stockpile of around 2,200 Patriots of the two most modernized variants and 450 THAAD missiles. 252, THAAD missiles for the Center of Strategic and International Studies. So why this matters is these interceptor systems are what's been defending U.S. bases across the Middle East from Iranian missile and drone bombardments, and allies have been relying on the same systems to defend themselves. So analysts note that our ramping production backup will take real time. This isn't something you fix in weeks. So Trump took to Truth Social, calling the leak treasonous, and vowed to hunt down the leakers. I read that, the leakers, threatening them with long-term jail sentences, while simultaneously claiming the leak isn't true. Insisting the U.S. has massive amounts of munition and that new plants are being built at record pace. And that contradiction, it's fake and treasonous to reveal it, is exactly the kind of thing worth pointing out on air. Just saying. So, one more thread worth knowing is that they're also reporting this week of an alleged clash between Trump and Defense Secretary Hegseth at Camp David, tied to the same munition controversy. Through details on that are still thin. But that's basically what's going on there, y'all. I was going to make a video about that. Thank you for bringing that up, NATO as King. And don't forget Russia and our bases in Europe. Yes, I'm gonna bring that up.
I'm trying not to pass out from this protein shake.
Watch out.
Whew, I'm full.
Watch out. Did that kratom in it?
No,
Okay.
I actually do take kratom like once a week. Like it's like I don't drink alcohol, so like I will sip on kratom like once a week. I don't smoke or anything, so I'll go have like kratom tea at this
Scary.
restaurant in my town. Just as a good time because I hate alcohol. I hate how it makes you hungover and stuff like that.
Oh, me too. That's my thing. It's the hangover.
It's like I drank when I was way younger and now I'm older and it's like I don't even want to touch it. It's disgusting.
That's good though. I'm glad that's good, D. No, for real.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's really good.
Be careful with that kratom stuff, though.
Yeah, that
because
kratom.
it's basically gas station H,
Mhm.
and if you're not careful with it, people have gotten as addicted to that as they have other opiates. So just be
Right,
careful with
yeah.
that.
I only take it like maybe once a week, maybe like once every 2 weeks. I haven't taken it in like 2.5 weeks. I'll take it every now and then for a good time. But I have heard that and one thing about me is I don't smoke or anything. Like I don't want to be addicted to anything. The price of cigarettes, I don't know. I don't know how people afford those because I'm like gas is like $4.15 a gallon here. And I've heard cigarettes are like $11 to $12 a pack. Props to you, but I don't want to put my
Easily.
money towards that stuff.
Right.
I'd rather
That's
do it to
good.
something else that's herbal.
Groceries are expensive enough.
For
What they don't
real.
tell you is eating healthy. Me as a grown man, I spend probably $115 to $150 a week just per week for groceries. Because like when you're
Yeah,
eating like
yeah.
meat, fruit, and stuff like that, they'll talk about how America's obese and stuff like that, but they won't tell you how a bag of apples is more expensive than a box of snack cakes. So I understand why people eat unhealthy.
Especially now.
Yes.
God, I went to the grocery store but had a heart attack.
Girl.
I go to
I'm like,
Sam's
what do you
Club though
mean
and
it's
buy.
$8 for this thing that was $4 like 2 months ago?
I go to Sam's Club and buy all my meat in bulk though, and I freeze. I put it in freezer bags and meal prep it.
That's
That way I
smart.
can save money because you got to cut corners any way you can.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
right.
my neighbor's got a Costco card and she's gonna take me out there because we went to like our like Safeway and it was just kind of ridiculous.
You know,
So
yeah, we've got to really, guys.
and I grew up hecka poor, so I could make some meals. Like I could get a
Hell
50-pound bag of rice
That's
and
right,
a big old
sister.
bag of beans. Like
Shit, yeah.
like my grandparents were Oklahoma Great Depression, during the Great Depression era. So I know how to cook a lot of, and also they were really big families. So I don't know how to cook for 2 people.
Yeah.
So there's hella leftovers.
No, it's funny.
I mean, there
It's
is a positive to them. I am losing weight and starving.
I
So
show fucking ass.
maybe I'll drop 10 pounds and with starving.
That's actually
seriously.
my 28.
That's actually sad.
Poverty.
It is bad. But this is funny because my 28-year-old, right? When she moved in with my daughter,
That blows my mind.
my oldest is 30, and then she moved in with my 30-year-old, and she was cooking, and my 30-year-old goes, God dang, she goes, you made a lot. She was like, oh my gosh, I'm so used to being at mom's because all the kids and everything, like it's a lot of us. So when we
I
make
want to
food,
say
it's
something.
big.
So I was reading the other day that they're saying like what I think 40% of job applicants now, like the Gen Z population, they bring their parents to jobs to help them get the jobs and stuff like that. And I've heard the job market's scarce, but I think people hate on the Gen Z population. But I will say at least they have parents that'll support them and help them get a job. Because I remember coming up, like my parents didn't help me do any of that stuff. Like I had to get it on my own. Like when I got my first apartment, I had no idea how to get electricity in my name and all that stuff. So I will say that shows that I feel like there's good parents out here actually halfway raising these kids. I can't even say fully raising them because if they were fully raising them, they wouldn't be sitting on a computer all day.
Let me tell you, I will tell you that my kids are very they know what time it is when it comes to finding a place and bills and stuff. And I taught them, I taught that to them. Now I will say, my 20-year-old, she does stay on her computer, not all day, but she's on her computer most of the time. But she suffers from social anxiety, so she chooses to take online courses. She just cannot. She has a problem, and she's like, I'm trying, and she suffers from depression and stuff like that. So, we've got to think about mental illnesses and mental health. Like everybody goes through something mentally. It doesn't matter what. At the end of the day, listen. You have to have gone through something, or you don't realize that you went through it because you're human.
Well, I'm thankful that that's more discussed nowadays because back in the day they used to say shut up and grow up. And now now it's more recognized because mental health is real. I can personally relate in the fact that I've suffered with anxiety my whole life. So I totally understand.
Horrible.
It is
we
very
were the kids
real.
that were told to shut up and put up or shut up or pull yourself up from your bootstraps, and we're like, we're not going to do that to our children.
That's right.
Which is why these children are getting raised this way. So we're like, no more.
Exactly.
You may forget us because we're Gen X, but we're not going to make this happen again.
That's right, sister. That's exactly right.
That's why I'm so proud of these young kids.
Yep.
Because I'm going to be 52. I'm going to be 52 and oh my God, I'm going to be 52 in 2 weeks. Holy fucking shit. Sorry, it just it just snuck up on me out of nowhere. I was like, how the fuck? Oh my God, it's August. I was like, I'm going to be 52 in August. Dude. But I don't feel 52.
That's very rare.
I don't know what 52 is supposed to act like. So
that's very rare for somebody. My bad, I don't mean to overtalk, but that's very rare for somebody to say something positive about the younger generation that I do want to say.
Really? I say
oh no,
good.
like
I think they're great.
I think these old heads just shit on them. I think the old heads just shit on Gen Z.
Some of them actually are.
Some people deserve it.
Yeah,
individuals.
The kids that during C19, and they were stuck to, home on their computer.
It fucked 'em
And
up.
those are the ones, that just are not being, they did not, their parents did not teach them anything. So they're little a-holes.
My son, when he was in high school when C19 hit, and he was an AAU, and he was going to start going basketball tournaments, and it fucked him up. It really fucked him up. Excuse my French. It fucked him up because he lost his confidence. Then he gained weight because he's all about fitness and health and stuff like that. And he got depressed, and he was always a starter. He was a point guard starter all the time, and even his coach was like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" He's like, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on." But he picked himself back up and then started college basketball and all this. But then he messed up his Achilles. So he's pissed. He's real, real down right now because he can't sprint, and it's his coach won't let him play because he's like, you can't play, bro, not until that's healed. And it's
Those
been
medical bills are expensive. I
yes,
bet.
yes, and
Girl, let me tell you.
they are because that's the thing that he's trying to get his he wants to get on the Affordable Care Act because Texas, that must be his kids.
No, 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 no. I'm turning off the TV.
That's what I'm saying. Was it your kids listening?
No, 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 no. I'm turning off the TV. They're not home right now.
Do you
Oh,
have
okay.
kids? You have kids?
Yes, I do. I
How
have a son
many?
and a daughter.
Yeah, they're babies.
Hey, mamas.
Hi,
Do they like?
beautiful.
Oh, hi,
Hi.
mom.
How
You know
you
what's the
doing?
difference though? I'm
Yeah,
good. I know C19 and being home messed up a lot of people, right?
yeah,
Not just kids, right?
yeah,
But there's a difference though. You see what you did, you were there for your son, right?
yeah,
You
absolutely.
helped, you did this. There was people who didn't give two fucks about it and was just like, God, just go play on your laptop, computer, whatever. They didn't check if the work was being done, they didn't assist in. Those are the problem ones.
Yep.
Those are the
Yeah, I
messed up ones.
agree. And
And
that's what
I
parents
blame the
do.
parents for that. I
Yeah,
blame parents for that.
that's what they
Parents
do.
Because
just
my
shove.
kid was in middle school and one was in high school. And,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was hard. They felt, suffocated, like, oh my God, we have to be inside all the time. But I helped them through that and I made sure their work was being done and shit like that. A lot of people didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's
Well, a lot of
true.
these parents aren't even fit to be parents because they just shove a tablet in their face to keep them content. Their idea of parenting is if they're content, then we're good. It's like they'll shove a tablet in their face and, like you just said, send them to the room all day. And as long as they don't hear a peep out of them, those parents, they think that they're doing it right.
Oh,
Whole time they shouldn't even be parents.
just give them hits
They're
of
called
dopamine.
iPad babies,
Yeah,
iPad kids, or whatever
yeah,
they
get
are
that
too.
dopamine hit, baby. Go
Yeah.
keep getting
I
dopamine
mean,
hits. Just saying. It's
it
crazy.
and it's it's the technology now. But for me, growing up, my mom was a very neglectful mom. She was definitely part of that Gen X thing where, like, I if you lived to 18, then they did their job right.
Right.
Didn't care about happiness or
Oh
anything else, but like
God.
they made sure
Yeah.
you didn't die before 18. That's all that mattered to her. So literally, it would be as soon as we woke up, we'd be outside or at school and couldn't come in until time to eat. Like, they joke about the hoses, but what do you do when your
No, for
mother's locked
real.
you out of your own house?
No, it's true. We were talking
And that
about
was me
that,
every
Jinx.
single day.
Jinx, my husband and I were
Ugh.
talking about that too. Cause
Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay.
I
Cause
was
my
gonna
mom would be
ask how
like,
old were y'all?
I
This was
was
anytime from like
I was
6 or
elementary.
7 all the way up to like 12.
Yeah, my mom would say, "You come."
And then we moved to California and I got stuck inside the house because I was
Yep.
12 and my parents were like, if you go outside, you could get pregnant. I'm like, I want to go get the mail from the mailbox.
I know,
Oh,
girl. 'Cause
oh.
that was
I
back.
thought you
So,
said
like,
that they threw you out.
no, that was up until I was about 12. And then we moved to California. But up until then, like when I lived in Colorado, like as soon as we would get up at like summer times and stuff and breaks, as soon as we were awake and could be out of the house, we were outside. There could be nothing to do. And we could just sit on the porch all day. But as long as we were inside with my mom, it was fine. So there just wasn't a lot of parenting happening. every generation has that group of parents that should have never been parents.
Like
And
my
until
mom,
we can get better and do better, yeah.
I was that teenage parent, Jinx, because I got pregnant when I was 16. I mean, I'm still with the man, right? But my mom, oh gosh, she was so angry, and I can understand, but she, okay, so she kind of fucked with my head because no, she didn't kind of, she did because she was like, just be honest with me. Are you, having, you know, sexual relations? And I was like, I was kind of scared to answer her. She's like, no, because if we do, we can go and make sure you don't get pregnant or, get an STD or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm not laying around with men and guys. I'm just, I said, yeah, I am. She got so mad at me and told me that I was crazy to think that she would take me to get on birth control. That's just giving me permission to have sex. I said, I just told you I had sex. The hell are you talking about? So I
So
was
she lied to you?
she lied to me, yes. And I was
Oh.
Oh yeah.
really ignorant about it, and she lied to me about it. She didn't teach me what ovulation, like, and I really, when you're a kid and you go to the sex ed classes, you kind of like, you're just with your friends and talking and stuff. So I didn't really pay much attention to it. So, yes, Mary Jane, my mother's Catholic. Absolutely. Every pinche Sunday. Okay. Yes, for sure. She's like, I'm not gonna, and I know where you're coming from, Mary Jane, because they don't believe in birth control and stuff. Thank you for the daily heart, me, Mary Jane. And so she got mad. I was kicked out of the house. I don't know how many times. Even when I was pregnant, I got kicked out of the house after I had my daughter. They put us through literal hell, both of our parents. I said I would never do this to my kid, and I hope my children never get pregnant at a young age. I will be as open as possible, with them. I learned everything about, reproduction and organs and everything, everything, everything. I learned it all by myself. And to this day, because last night it's funny because my son, he's 23, he was sitting here in my room, and my 12-year-old, she's like excited, like, Mom, I want these shoes. And I'm like, oh shit, right? The school's gonna start. And she's talking to this little boy, and they've been talking for a while now. He's a sweet little kid, but they just talk, I watch over whatever they do. She gives me the phone, and his parents also watch, everything they're talking about or whatnot. But my son was like, that's crazy. I can't believe I'm recovering Catholic. No matter what I did was a shame. Oh, Mary Jane, I know. That's why I tell people I'm Catholic by default. Just saying. That's why I don't go to church, because they fucked me up. My mom fucked me up. But my son said, that's crazy that you're talking to a boy, and he's like, did you kiss him? And she goes, and my 20-year-old goes, yeah, duh. And he's like, you know what? That's true. You're going to kiss anyways. And my husband was laying down on the bed next to me. We're talking. And then he's like, Mom, Dad, you know this? And she said, yeah, I tell Mom and Dad everything. And I was like, yeah, she told me already. And he was like, oh, wow. I was like, I'd rather her talk to me than hide that shit from me.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, because I think that you and I had the same kind of thing where, like, they would tell you, if you have anything you need to tell me, you're not getting in trouble. And then, nope, you're totally in trouble afterwards.
Yes.
And they're like, all I did was teach you how to lie and hide things better. And it didn't even have to be things that need to be hidden.
Exactly.
It'd be dumb stuff.
It'd be little stupid shit. And I'm like, I was not a bad kid.
You're like, I went and hung out with somebody and didn't even do anything bad. You didn't even do anything that they're afraid of.
No, for
and you're
real.
like, oh, I hung out with person?
I know.
What the fuck?
That's exactly
I'm sitting in front of the school and you're in the car watching me and you still say that I'm doing something terrible? Did I have sex really fast and you guys didn't, like, that I didn't recognize? Like, what?
Right. Aw, Mary Jane. You're different, though, Mary Jane. My mom... I love you, Mom. Love you.
I was gonna say too, like, I think, and this may sound weird to you guys, but for real, because I listen to this often on TikTok, and everywhere. like that stay outside till the lights, gets dark and all that. That didn't happen to us.
Thank God.
Our parents didn't do that. Nobody in my area, nobody here. Why? Because we couldn't be outside at night because things would happen to brown people and black people.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So it was real different. It wasn't go outside and stay out there, I don't want to see you type of shit. It was never like that for us. So I don't share that experience with a lot of people, and I understand that that's what it was. I'm not negating that at all. I know I know people that happened to. For example, the palm colored people that I went to school with, they did that, know.
Yeah.
But we weren't allowed to do that. Our parents never told us to do that ever. You crazy?
Well, my mom was.
Yeah, no, we weren't allowed to be running about, but we had to be in the yard. So like I had to be outside in the yard, but I couldn't go do anything else. Like a park was down the street. I could have taken my brother to the park and played, but we couldn't do that.
I couldn't even go to the bodega on my block.
Bodega.
The corner store. The corner store. I'm sorry. Let me translate. The corner store.
Yeah.
Some people
No, I
don't
know
know,
what a bodega
mommy.
is.
Yeah, but some people don't know. Yeah. So I couldn't even do that.
I'm
Even
in
to step
Sacramento.
on my
I know what
own,
that is.
even to sit on my own stoop to the house that we owned was a problem. You understand me?
Yes.
And listen, I get
Our dog's the
what
only
they
reason I was allowed
did.
to be in the front yard.
Like I get what they did, and I don't. Right? I needed a little bit more freedom, but I also get what they did because of the way I looked. You understand? I had 38 double D's at 9 years old. I had already my menstruation. So I understand, but it was hard. And it's just weird to me because I didn't experience what a lot of people did
Me
experience.
too, Lips, because my husband talks to me about how like he went to house parties when he was in middle school. I said, "What the hell?"
Oh no.
I said, "My mom would."
I wasn't allowed to go to concerts or anything.
I wasn't
Listen,
allowed to go to concerts.
you know how much I had to beg to go to my own fucking prom?
Girl.
You don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, and then
Same.
the house parties. You know what?
I
my
paid for
house was
everything
known.
myself.
You know what my house was known as the house of the party. My mother allowed everybody to come to my house, but we couldn't go to theirs. The door was open, all the kids came in. My house was everything. But we couldn't go over there.
Yep.
And see, like, the thing that is weird with mine is, like, I grew up in a really small town. Like, it's Grand Junction, Colorado. And at the time in the 80s, it was even smaller than it is now. So, like, even if I had tried to, like, go and be wild and get out of the yard, like, my mom grew up there. My kindergarten assistant teacher was my mom's godmother. So, like, small town.
Right.
Like,
right. No,
so I couldn't do anything. I remember one time we went on a walk and we were like, there was a fence, so we were safe, but we walked near the canals that we had, like the drain dishes, and somehow just walking around the block. By the time we got back to my friend's house, we had already been called by like 4 different parents saying that, your kids are out there walking by this, right?
Oh yeah.
We weren't even doing anything dumb.
And you know what's crazy, Jinx? Because I live in apartments and I grew up with Cubans, Puerto Ricans. I grew up with and Mexicans all in the apartment. So the moms knew each other. Okay.
Oh yeah, it was a network.
Yeah. Okay. They'll be picking up.
Suddenly you're like, how do you know my mom? I don't know, but I got her number. I found it.
For real. And then the kids.
I asked my son who you were when I saw you walk in, and I found your mom, and I called in like less than 10 minutes. I found you, tracked you down. That kind of small town, like seriously.
I hope you have a blessed one. I'm on to work, so I gotta get off here. You all be blessed, all right?
You too, D. You be safe out there, okay?
All right, thank you.
You see, that's something I've never experienced. I don't understand it because I've always lived in the city, in a big city at that. New York City is like huge. So it's so weird to me, like some things, and some things I'm like, damn, I wish I could have did that. I'm not going to lie. Some things is like, and then some things is like, hell the fuck no, I'd rather be here.
For real. No, for real, girl. Because when I hear my husband, because he's like, my parents never told me shit. And I go, it just trips me out. He's like, yeah, he's like, they would let him basically do whatever he wanted. And I found that to be really weird when I first met him. I said, what? I was like, do whatever you want. It's crazy. My mom barely lets me go to the skating rink, okay? And that's because they have a mom network. So they would drop, one mom would drop us off, and they were all single moms on top of that. So there was no men involved, okay? So they didn't, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, oh, I'll pick up the kids today, or I'll drop them off. And that was our going out, when we were younger. So
Yeah.
that was the big deal. The skating rink,
Oh
So
my god.
yeah, but
Also,
There's
that
still
thing,
certain
that
songs I
sleepover
hear,
thing.
that sleepover
and
shit.
I'm right back at the roller
Oh my
rink.
god! You know my mother to my brother's house, who was already married. Okay, remember, you know my age, but my brothers could be my parents as well because they're in their 70s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be like, "Can I go to my brother's name is Nelson, one of my brothers. Can I go to Nelson and Debbie's house for the weekend? I have a niece, my niece, my oldest niece, my oldest nephew is a year and a half old younger than me. Okay,
You
so
remind me of
imagine.
me.
Mm-hmm.
You remind me
So
of my
they're,
daughter
yeah, so
and
my
my
nieces,
grandkids.
and my nephews were close in age to me, those older ones, right?
Yeah.
And you know what they would tell me?
No.
Wait, give me a minute. Let me go to your room. I didn't see your bed disappear. Did your fucking bed disappear? Why you gotta go sleep in somebody else's? But it's my brother. It's my brother. Like, come on. It's not like, no, your bed
Right?
didn't disappear. The day your bed disappears, you can tell me if you want to sleep somewhere else.
That's echo funny.
And
Oh
that's
my god,
crazy
that
because
is such. Yeah.
my kid. Okay, that's funny, Canlips. Because my youngest baby, my baby girl, my youngest, she's 12, and then my granddaughter, she's 9. So she looks up to my daughter, right? And my daughter tells me, "Mom, she does not listen to me because she sees me younger, Mom." So I told her, I'm your auntie, okay?" She's like, "You're not gonna disrespect me." And she gets mad at her, right? Because she's like, "You need to help me pick up your mess in my room." And she's like, "She doesn't listen to me, Mom, because she sees me younger." And I go, I understand, sweetheart. But the same thing, Canada, because they're like, "Can I go to my sister's house? I want to go spend the night at my sister's." And I'm like, "Why? Why? What's wrong here? What's wrong?" And it's like,
What
No,
what do they
it's
have over here that we don't have here?
right, exactly. I'm like, "Why? Well, before." And she's like, "Mom," and
See,
I'm
and
like,
like,
no,
yeah,
the
like
same thing
cousins were like
here.
the only people we were allowed to have pretty much over or go over to,
"Yeah,
because it's like, you know, they'd be like on the same page. Yeah, they were gonna be there, but again, we weren't allowed to like run the streets or like.
right." Oh
And
no,
then
hell no,
Sacramento,
girl.
like, is not the scariest city in California,
But
but it's
still,
in the 80s and 90s. It
mm-hmm.
was so not great,
Don't fuck
and
around.
like
The
You
same thing
understand?
with me,
I grew up
right?
in like some of the poorer neighborhoods,
Mm-hmm.
and it was one of those things where like I don't think people remember how dangerous it was. Like
I
there's literally
do.
documentaries like the 90s, the most
90s, the
dangerous
most dangerous
decade.
decade.
You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. I was a 90s
Yeah,
kid,
like
girl.
me too.
I
I'm
lived in
like, oh my god, I
gangster.
graduated in 93. Like I
Yeah.
have one of my best friends from high school. We lost him because
Yep.
his car was in a crosswalk and somebody got upset that he was trying to turn right on a red and walked up to him and pewed him right in his face in front of his pregnant girlfriend. So,
And you
you know,
know,
like,
I lost a lot of
yeah.
friends like
And we
that
were
too.
adults then.
Yeah.
So
I lost a lot
it's
of friends like that too. Like, and I'm talking about high school because um I'm a little younger than you, Jinx. But I was in high school. This one kid one day came in and I said, "The fuck's wrong with your leg, bro? Right? What happened?" He goes, "I got shot." And I said, "What?"
hmm
I go, "You?" And he goes, "Yes." He goes, "I don't know who the fuck that. I guess they thought, it was a wrong. They basically shot at him and didn't mean to. What the fuck is it called? Wrong identity.
crossfire.
No, no,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the wrong
Mistaken
identity,
identity.
mistaken identity. There you go. And he was like, because he was a skater. So I was like,
hmm
"I know you weren't no gangster," I said, "I know you're not no gangster." Thank you, Andy. And and I was like, "What? How, you got shot?" I felt bad because it fucked up his legs so bad, like he couldn't skate. It was real bad. But I did
hmm
lose several friends in high school over
Yeah.
drive-bys. What's up,
I think that's
James? Yeah.
I was gonna
So
say, like, being Gen X, I think that's one of those things where like people forget that's part of the reason. Not only are we not seen, but we lost so many of our friends. Like I've heard people talk about the fact that like there's just been like most kids like that Gen Z, millennial even didn't have friends that were being buried. Like they didn't have to go to those to funerals and things like that as children for their friends because neglectful parents or shootings or things like that. Just
Yeah.
it's really, that's part of the reason we're so stoic in a lot of ways, because
Yeah.
it's like, how do you process losing people like that so young, and then you're expected to go back and be normal the next day?
No, for real. And that, you know what? I think that that is one of the reasons, because a lot of stuff happened to me in the 90s, because a lot of shit happened to me in the 90s, a lot, like trauma of that. But besides that, like my mom talking about like outside, just in my apartment complex. But um I think that's why I am the way I am sometimes. When we're living in the East Side, which I'm so grateful that we moved out of, because we needed to get the fuck out of there. There was like, as a matter of fact, in 2022, I believe it was, they compared San Antonio back to 1994. Thank you, James, for supporting the panel. I see you, mi amigo. And because the crime was so high, like that, just like it was, and I could hear it because it was every night we're hearing gunshots. Every night. I was like, God dang it, I need to get out of here. Man, we were there for almost 10 years, and
Oof.
I had this guy, and this is crazy because crazy stuff was happening to us like right before we moved out, and somebody tried to call me, tell me my issues with his policies. David, are you trying to give me a call? Hold on. David from the Tube. Right, the sound here is bad. You come in really soft, others last.
You guys talk about the 90s. I talk about the 80s with the crack era here in New York City. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah. Really soft, others blast me out. Humility first. Did somebody just call, guys? Because I missed a call. And I don't know why. Babe, can you try calling my number, Dad? 210
Prints on them as well.
901 8593.
Ooh, it'll sound, the echo made it sound a little bit robotic.
It did.
I gotta figure out how to like do Canva or whatever it is to do backgrounds, because I need to start doing some lives. I'm still looking for work, and I've got something. I'm hoping I'm gonna. I got a really good feeling that I'm gonna get it, because I'm doing an in-person interview next Wednesday. But it doesn't start until September 14th.
Oh, good luck.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. And then, oh my God, like it's been so hard because my cat passed away. I had to let her go over the Rainbow Bridge, and then I went to pick up her ashes and stuff, and they got her name spelled wrong. So they had to get a new box for me. And
it sounds funny. Hold on.
It sounds funny. I love animals. I can hear your voice crack.
Yeah, I miss her. It's only been like just a month.
Can you not hear that?
Yeah, we hear it ringing.
Yeah.
We hear it ringing.
Okay.
Timbo's text now. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's coming through. Everybody that if you want to give me a call, you can. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have to have it up front. So I'll make sure to have.
Now the echoes.
Let me make sure to have it right here, so you guys can call from the Tube. Anybody at the Tube, if you want to give me a call, you want to have a debate or a civil, debatable discussion, you're welcome to call this number, and we can do so.
But yeah, she was my emotional support animal. Like,
oh, Canada.
So
yeah,
once I get things kind of like in a better frame of mind, I'm gonna have to look at getting maybe some new kittens. So, because My partner has cats, but they're his cats, so it's like it's not quite the same.
I get what you're saying.
But yeah.
I'm gonna probably do it restart it. Lewis, I'm
No
fucking
worries.
dead. Were you trying? Was it you, Lewis, that was trying to call? Lewis. Lewis messing with me in the chat. Let me test my audio real quick, guys, because it's just.
I'm gonna drop down because I gotta get something to eat anyways.
Okay,
Thanks for having me
James.
up, Riot.
You're welcome. Anytime, Mama.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Thank you. It was a great panel. Thank you.
Love you, mamas. Listen, look, this is
Oops.
Canada Lips. Let's expand Canada Lips. This is where Canada Lips lives. There we go.
Ooh, that's nice.
Papa, I'm gonna restart.
Welcome to the South Bronx. For those of you that have never seen the South Bronx, this is it.
That's nice, though.
Babe, look.
Is that like condos or what is it called?
No, those are projects.
What?
Yeah, look, I'll show you
It
them.
looks nice.
Wait, let me
though.
move so you can see them bigger. Wait, hold on. Let me move off my porch.
What are those condos?
I mean, we have projects in by St. Mary's.
Look,
by
those are
university.
projects.
We
Those
have
are all
one
projects.
The old projects.
It's the projects on one side of the street, and then the other side of the street, there's like nice apartments. And I'm like, I wonder how the people in the project, like the projects, you know what I'm talking about, right? The one by.
Which one?
But why should they feel any type of way? I don't understand. I don't
Well,
understand.
because they have to deal with like they have to deal with roaches. They have to deal with broken, like they don't pay attention to them when they need to fix like their air conditioning and their like it's a bad situation.
Which one are you talking about? I see
About the one by St. Mary's.
the one by St. Mary. Oh yeah, and the west side over there.
And the next door across the street, there's like the luxury apartments.
It's crazy, and like okay, so they tried to change the projects over here, right? Because it used to be called Sudden. What was it? Sudden Homes, right? Sudden Homes, and then they named it Sudden Death because
What?
yeah, because back in the day in the 90s they would call it sudden death because people would suddenly die. But what's crazy about these projects, this is the one off of Walters and 35. The crazy thing about these projects back in the day are that they were split in half, and half was Crips and half was blood. So it's like the territory situation was crazy, right? So it was called project is it what is it? It's called East Side Neighborhood Project. I think it was $8 million that was put into it. They demolished the projects. Papa, I'm not ignoring you. I'm gonna just do a restart. They demolished them. They rebuilt them, and they made two complexes, two different apartments. One is called Sutton Oaks. The other one's called the Park at Sutton Oaks. And the Park at Sutton Oaks was more for like family with children. So that's where I lived. Oh my God, guys, so much shit always went down. I'm telling you, this one guy, I feel bad. So man, he got shot 6 times, y'all. 6 times. And his cousin was in the military, and he saved his life. He put his elbow on each wound, trying to stop, and his knees on trying to stop the blood, stop the bleeding. It hit his liver and it hit his spine, and he walks around just fine. I said, "You're crazy." Yes, I can't believe that. I said, "You're just like a walking miracle, bro." And it was crazy.
Well, I've told you.
Go ahead,
I'm
Mama.
sorry. I told you that like the ones that I showed you, the big ones on the right now, those are called Monroe. Behind my house is Soundview projects. They battle each other all the time. On the other corner, those little ones, those were army barracks before, and they turned them into housing as well. So they all are. But I don't have an issue. I sit right here, no problems, no issues. I'm not scared. You know, that's what people always think. It's like they're regular people. There's
Yeah.
people that are on public assistance there. There's people that work there, get up every fucking morning and go to work. Is all kind of people, you know.
That's right. So
So there's not. And if
I'm not
people
gonna lie, I
really
miss it.
realize it, the projects were made for white people originally, my love.
Yeah, it is,
People
sister.
should read about it.
And I am not gonna lie, I miss the hood, because there's like this family feeling about it too, because like anything you want, you go to the candy lady, and I'm talking about literally literal candy. So she sold like her apartment. She sold candies. It's not you go to this guy and he had everything. You wanted the green, he had it. You want if you wanted to buy a cigarette, a single, you could buy a single. He didn't sell anything worse than that. He didn't sell like it was just Mary Jane, and I was just like, I don't know. And then the parents would all go in the morning and drop off the kids at the school bus, and the parents that care and whatnot. So it was just a whole different, feeling. I miss it, but then I don't. Does that make sense? Like I miss it, but then
I hear you.
I'm just like, fuck, man, it's too much shit. This dude pointed a gun and put it in my face. And that's what I was trying to get at when Jinx was talking about is it's my mindset sometimes because I kind of live like weird, crazy times, and so I forget, and I kind of like just black out, and I forget. I get very angry, and I told him to go ahead and shoot me. I told him go ahead and do it. I go, I don't give a fuck. I said go ahead. I go, but I promise you, I'm gonna tell you right now. I said, um, there's a good chance I may not lose my life. However, there's a great chance that you are because there's a truck right behind you that he's looking at you right now. I go the garbage man. I go there's people to the left and people to the right of you and there's people behind me. You got plenty of witnesses out here. I go so if you want to, go ahead. I may or may not lose my life, but you're gonna lose your life. Promise you, doing time. Promise you. You fucking and then I said somebody somebody said my husband that they said, oh, because I said, go get Joaquin. He said, who's Joaquin? And I said, oh, you about to find out. He freaking took off and went aside. And he didn't want no beef. And I could tell that dude didn't want beef because he was very quiet in the morning when he dropped off his little girl at the bus stop. What happened was his bitch that day decided to go and walk his little girl to the bus stop, and she decided to give me the stare up and down, and I was nice enough to say good morning to her. And then she stared at me up and down again, and I said good morning to her again, like I don't know what the fucking problem is, bitch. And she started going off like, and I said, "What, bitch? What the fuck Oh, we gonna throw then. We're gonna throw hands. 'Cause I don't know what her problem was. She was weird. She was thrown off. Guys, let me do this real quick. Let me do a real quick restart because I did promise my little one that we're gonna go today to go shopping. So I want to do a restart. See if we can get some more peeps in here. If we can't, then I'll just end it and I'll let y'all know. But please come back.
Okay.
Papa, please come back. Y'all come back. I'll be real quick, okay? All right, guys. I'll be
Okay.
right back. Love you. I'll be back, mommies.
Bye.